In certain extreme situations, the law is inadequate. In order to shame its inadequacy, it is necessary to act outside the law, to pursue natural justice. This is not vengeance. Revenge is not a valid motive, it's an emotional response. No, not vengeance. Punishment.
Tonight we have a chance to say, yeah, you're right. We're too extreme, we're too wild, we're too out of control, we're too full of our own shit. Or we have a chance to say, hey, fuck you, you're wrong. Fuck you, we're right. Because you have all made it to the dance. Because believe me, this is the dance. Start the show.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Steel Toe Evening Show. It's the last one of the year. The last evening show of 2024. And don't worry, we're not doing a year in review show or anything like that. I guess we can talk about where it started and where it's at. Oh boy, could we ever. Welcome to the program. I know it's a holiday. I know we've got Monday Night Football. But I wanted to send us off into the new year evening show-wise. I didn't want the morning show people to get all the Happy New Year shit. Although, I do have my New Year stuff ready for tomorrow. You know what I didn't find? And maybe I can ask SP, but like I went to a couple places today. And I looked for banners and streamers and shit for New Year's. Like, we have a Party City by us, but Party City's all closed down just before Christmas. So I went and I found, shut up, Triple N. Poppers don't, because out of everybody, Triple N's the one that's going to say something. So tomorrow we're going to set these off intermittently. That'll be kind of fun. I got my New Year's hat. I got my New Year's chain. I got my New Year's glasses. And yes, I'm wearing these tomorrow. We're having a good time. I got my New Year's glitter glasses. You like this? I don't match very often, but I got the red hat and the red glasses. And then I got my little... Uh-oh. I didn't test that. Oh, that's bad news, Bears. That doesn't sound like a noisemaker. That sounds like dying chicken. Hold on. I'm probably murdering my dog right now. Oh, I'm sorry, Gordy. He's right down here. He's scared shitless. Come here, bud. Come here. I'm sorry. Was that too much? Did I scare you? I'm sorry. You need to go lay down, though, because I can't have you pissing in the house, and I know you probably think you need to go out, but I'm very busy. If you can just lay down, I can take you out in a little while after the show to take a nice little nap, and then we'll go outside. Here's the deal. We reloaded his Beggin' strips. Yeah, my dog eats Beggin' strips. You like that? But I reloaded his Beggin' strips. And when he gets Beggin' strips, he goes outside way more often than he needs to because he wants to he's harvesting treats. He's treat farming. And he wants a Beggin' strip. And so he doesn't really need to pee or shit, but he just wants a treat. Don't you, bud? Don't you? Can you go lay down like a good boy? I'm sorry for blowing the noisemaker. I really am. I apologize for that, buddy. Can you go lay down like a good boy? You sleep. Oh, Jesus. You are really tweaked out from that, aren't you? Yeah, you're scared. I'm sorry. I won't. You know what? Tomorrow, I'm going to get to Kevin's soundboard. That was very funny. I'm sorry. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be blowing that thing a lot. Shut up, all of you. Now, all of you shut up on that one. I'm going to be blowing that thing a lot tomorrow, so I don't want to scare you. Can you go lay down and be a good boy? Go be a good boy. Go lay down. Go lay down. Don't stare at me like that. I can't fucking do a show with you staring at me like that because I'm going to feel guilty as shit. I swear to God. And if you piss, you and I we're going to spar again. We're going to come to blows. It's going to be a problem. Look, man, we got a great show. We got lots of clips to play. It's not very often I get to be a Vikings fan on this show because you guys hate sports talk, but I get to be a Vikings fan tonight a little, and we get to make fun of Dan Campbell. I think Dan Campbell is the biggest retard. I think he's an insanely overrated coach. I think mark my words, Dan Campbell will never win a Super Bowl. And the reason why is because he just makes stupid, dumb shit decisions that fans love, and they work great in the regular season, but you get to the postseason, and that kind of shit's going to fuck you. Go, buddy, you have to go lay down. Gordon, go lay down, please. You're making me feel like a piece of shit. You really are. I'm sorry, buddy. I'll let you out in a little... Oh, my God. All right. So anyway, and Pakistan, stop it. I'm gonna delete that comment. Pockies, you're a fan, dude. You know better. Let's not do that. Don't do shit like that, man. Come on. And I don't say that to be mad at you. I say that because I expect a little better out of you. That's all. You're one of the good ones. Don't do that shit. You know what you did. Stephen Bravo's the man. I love Stephen Bravo. 5 gifted memberships. I think if Stephen Bravo is being honest with me and himself, Stephen Bravo will admit to everyone here that his liking of this show started off ironically. Like it was to not like me, to kind of hate watch Steel Toe. And Stephen Bravo has kind of turned a little bit. I love Stephen Bravo. He's a funny guy, too. Now, Triple N says, just go pee, Gordy. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. I wanted to get to a couple things in the chat here. Gordy kind of... It kind of derailed my train of thought. Triple N says, poppers, check. Lube, check. Das Optic Nerve says that noisemaker sounds like Nick's nose. That's, I think you can, we can leave Nick alone at this point, can't we? Like, he's gone radio silent. Things are bad. Of all the, the gossip and the news and the sources, people snaking him and everything, and the info that's coming out of that, like it's going to be years of hell. And I think he's pretty much retired at this point. I think it's kind of, it's like an athlete you hate and wondering when he's going to come back. And you're like, he's not coming back. Like it's done. He's got bigger fish to fry. He's got more important things in life than fucking streaming. He can't handle internet people. He argues with people with 2 followers on Twitter. How do you think he's going to do when he fires up a stream and the only people giving him money or in his chat are people talking about, you coked out your kid and you're fucking piece of shit and blah, blah. He's going to lose his fucking mind. He's going to blow his probation. He's going to drink and do drugs because of all the stress and everything else. He's better off this way, I think. Kevin Soundboard says, last time Aaron went to Party City, he ended up on a coke bender in an orgy. Good riddance. Yeah, Party City. Party City's the problem here. Thank God they shut down out of shame. Snowcat Tish says, Aaron, skip the fucking noisemaker. Don't be an asshole to your dog. No, I'm going to. I'm not, it bothered Gordy. King of All Yetis says, don't say tweaked out in front of Gordy. You'll remind him of April and it will make him sad. Oh, you know what? I didn't think of that. I'm sorry. King of All Yetis just chanting P in the chat. I'd rather he didn't. Triple N says a Chihuahua's bladder is the size of a thimble. That's true, dude. That is true. They shit once a day, but they pee like 9 times a day. Phil Herslit says, let Gordy out. I think we'll be okay for a few minutes without the toe. We'll get there. I'll let him out at some point. West Coast Patriot Girl says, free Gordy. Thank you very much, Stephen Bravo, for the 5 gifted memberships. So the morning show crowd went way over this morning. And so they've got you at 150 for today. And we also, and by the way, Stephen Bravo gets this because 5 gifted memberships is over $10. Both Victor and Johnny sent me the video clip for our $10 donation. So now we have a $10 donation clip, 20, 50, and 100. I'm so happy about this one. This is our $10 give donation clip.
And in my club, I will splash the pot whenever the fuck I please.
We're going to have to bump that one up just a little bit, though. Let's try that one more time. I want that a little louder.
And in my club, I will splash the pot whenever the fuck I please.
Not sync offset. DB raise. Let's go up 5 for that one and see how it works. Let's go up 4. Let's not get crazy. One more time.
And in my club, I will splash the pot whenever the fuck I please.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Now I'm happy. How do you like that? Tech support live on Steel Toe. All right. Thank you, guys. King of All Yetis says, you mean they got you to 150 for today? It's your goal, not our goal, nerd. Hey, King of All Yetis, it's all of our goal. We're a family here at Steel Toe. That'd be fucking sick if I said something. Could you imagine, to quote Red Bar, could you imagine me saying something like that? Oh, shit. Speaking of Red Bar, Jules needs her fucking tank top. I've got the address. I've got the tank top upstairs. Fuck. I got to send Jules David her Stoney's tank top. Shit. And you know what? I should send a tank top to Sean, too. Fuck. I'm real bad at running this shit, aren't I? All right, guys, we got, also Beverage tonight. You're gonna get ready. You thought you had gay jokes before. Get ready for the gay joke. Virgin Bloody Mary, which is just tomato juice. This is tomato juice with some apple salt, black pepper, and Cajun seasoning in it. That's my tomato juice. I started on a Bloody Mary kick, and then all of a sudden I just started becoming a tomato juice drinker. Like, I was like, I don't really need the vodka or anything like that. I don't need the alcohol, the intoxicant. Now I'll walk around during the day just drinking a glass of fucking V8 juice, a glass of vegetable juice. It's delicious. Especially you put a little spicy kick in there. Call me gay if you want to. Okay, we will. It's really good. It's really good. Rust Belt says $30 worth of drops. I know, I gave away $30 worth of drops. Isn't that something? Rust Belt says, at least get the spicy V8, you heathen. Well, no, I put Cajun in it. I season it up. So it's kind of like a spicy V8, right? Taste Fairy Ialto says, you are officially old. I love that I share with you guys a healthy thing that I did. Like, hey, I was drinking Bloody Marys, right? And I decided to just skip the booze now, and I just drink the tomato juice. And you guys are like, old, gay, fucking homo. You can't win. I show up on screen, I drink Bloody Marys. You fucking alcoholic. There's no winning. Kevin Soundboard. Now, this is the thing. When you tell people you're just getting into something or you like something or you're trying something new, they'll always let you know. And I don't think they're being negative. People will always let you know the negatives, give you warnings. Kevin Soundboard says, your stomach acid is going to kill you. I've done this. It's not good. I used to use scorpion sauce. Also, whiskey bloodies are great. Beware. Could give it a shot. Triple N says, tomato juice sucks with or without alcohol. If you spice it up a little bit, it's actually pretty good. I endorse tomato juice 100%. Well, anyway, guys, 150 for tonight. Thank you very much. Final goal of the year for evening shows. We started with a co-host. Her name was April this year. We did a few shows in Spicer, Minnesota this year. One of them caused the Biscontis to call me and say, is April on drugs? They said we had a suspicion April was on drugs. She was geeked out of her mind that one night when we were on your show with you. So, yeah, we started the year with an evening co-host. We end the year solo. And I'll be honest, I think the solo shows, I think they've been solid. I really do. Pakistan with 199. Thank you, buddy. See, isn't that nicer? That's why I wasn't a dick to Pakistan. I just said, hey, come on. He's a good guy. Party City is now throwing swingers parties, FYI. Well, count me out. Miss Tay with $14.99. Thank you, Miss Tay.
And in my club, I will splash the pot whenever the fuck I please.
She says, play KB for Gino's belated birthday. Also, hi to Stephen Bravo and Kevin Soundboard. Well, here you go, Miss Tay.
I'll fucking kill you, you fucking faggot.
And we're just like that, we're 140 away from tonight. Thank you guys very, very much. Tomorrow, to give you a little, we're going to see how much confetti you guys can launch all over this fucking show tomorrow, because every $20 contribution tomorrow morning, we're doing poppers, like the confetti poppers. Calm the fuck down. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 of these fucking things. And we're going to see if we can shoot them all off on camera tomorrow. So thank you guys very much. No triple N, not confetti. Confetti. And I think tomorrow we're going to start, get ready. You're going to love this name. Instead of the $100 Club, the Glitter Gang. Dude, it's going to get fucking gay in here tomorrow. I'm going to be wearing all my costume shit for New Year's. I'm going to see if SP can find me some decorations, like some banners and shit. And we are going to launch glitter and confetti. And I tell you what, guys, $20 each. We'll pop one of these fuckers off, and you guys can be part of the Glitter Gang. And we'll put all your names up on the board as part of the Glitter Gang tomorrow. How excited are you for this fucking New Year's show? One thing you got to say about me: when I go gay, I go all the way. I swallow the gravy. Lean in when they make shit up about you. Just go. Lean in so much that they get uncomfortable. Triple N says, April got very handsy with your breastises. Yeah, I guess when you're on coke and Molly, you really grab tits a lot. What do you do? If April was still on the show, says King of All Yetis, I could pop over and overload after load. I could pop over and overload after load. Oh, meaning you could whack off a lot. I'm a fucking idiot. Thank you. 191 Redbird said, did you see the Tucker interview with a health insurance insider today? Legitimately unsettling and enraging at how rigged the game is. No, but I'll check it out before the show tomorrow. Mad Joe with 299 says, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy New Year, Joe. No Pen 15 Fathead with $2 says, we always knew the cum story was true. If it was. Now it's not. And now I have to live the rest of my life saying, I don't drink other people's cum, nor have I ever tasted my own or anyone else's jizz. But I will say again, as shitty of a life as Nick is going to have from 43 on, he can rest comfortably knowing that he has done a very funny bit for once in his life. He has forced me to deny drinking cum until I die. I'm so excited. No matter what role in broadcasting I have when I'm 80, I look forward to, like, if we're doing radio or like radio gets syndicated and then we come back to podcasting, and then when I'm 80, we're on somewhere and some guy calls in, he's like, yeah, Aaron, yeah, interesting show, President so-and-so, I think he's doing a great job. All right, I'll hang up and listen. By the way, you drink cum. And for the last goddamn time, McCain has been dead for 30 years, and you fuckers, I still have to tell you I didn't drink cum. Now, the Democrats have the... It'll be till the day I fucking die. Atomic Ray says, how is it you didn't get a stall in the Johnny's gorilla milking business? Well, Johnny says there is no gorilla milking business. And what am I supposed to do? Call him a liar? I mean, if we can't prove it, we kind of have to drop the accusations, in my opinion. Thank you guys very much. 135 away from tonight. Thank you for making this hopefully a successful final evening show of the year of 2024. Let's send it out in high fashion, in high style. The last evening show of the year. Pakistan with 199 says, you didn't drink it. You licked it out of a hole. No, I didn't. That's even worse. Not that there's a good way to do it, but I certainly didn't lick it out of a hole. Now, don't add on to the story and make me deny more shit about it Triple N says baby bird eating man batter will be on his epitaph. No, it won't. I will not allow it. I simply will not allow it. No Pen 15 Fathead with $2 says that Bloody Mary has a weird white tint to it. No, it doesn't. Who do you know in the podcast game that has as good of a sense of humor about all this shit as I do? How many of these guys with these big egos do you watch? You're like, I'm going to fucking get that guy. We're going to do 9 shows about him, blah, blah, blah. I just sit here and argue with you guys for 15 minutes for content about whether or not I'm cum slurping. Triple N says more like a Bloody Larry. That doesn't even make any sense. See, there's no cum in this. I'll prove to you there's no cum in this. Ready? Ew, not my favorite. There you go. Now it's proof. Billy Bob Norris says, still one more day to propose to make an honest woman out of SP before the new year. West Coast Patriot Girl says he's trying to distance himself from the cum hole licking. There's no cum hole licking. Sam Show says, we know there's cum in it because you're able to keep it down. You guys are I hate you so much. It is really funny though. I wish this didn't entertain me so much. King of All Yeti says the loaf piggy pull right up the fish-scented slop trough and dug benches out with his snout like he was truffle hunting. It's gay that you thought of that. Von Kaiser writes, everyone drinks jizz. Don't sit here and try to get me to admit to something I didn't do by lowering my guard and say, like you're going to say everybody drinks jizz. I'm like, oh, really? Okay, well, me too. No. Triple N says wedding bills are ringing. Slam Piece Imholt has a nice ring to it. I know. It's such a good, I might steal it. I might make it my own. Pakistan with 199 says he finished. You came in and got the leftovers. No, it was always separate. Separate but equal. Well, I mean, I got hard. Dive Bar says Billy Bob Norris. I'm assuming that's a Landman reference. What? I would never miss. No. I would never miss a Landman reference. Get out of here. All right. It's Atomic Ray says it is Slam Piece Joseph Imholt. No, I'm not marrying Johnny. I don't like where these rumors are going tonight. I'm willing to have a good time with everyone, but now, you know what? I never thought I'd say this about this show. It's getting too gay. Too gay today. All right, let's get into some things. We've had some fun here, but I think it's time to get into some trouble. 135 away from tonight. Thank you guys very, very much. Let's go ahead and to make this gayer, ramrod the shit out of the PayPal, the Venmo, the Streamlabs, and let's do that last goal of the year, boys and girls. I love this next week of football, man. This is going to be so exciting. Vikings, Lions, last regular season game of the year, because I don't think they don't do Monday Night Football on the last game of the last week of the season. So I think the Vikings and the Lions are going to be the last game of the year. Yeah. 7:20 Sunday night. If we win, we are the number 1 seed, and we are doing a show Monday morning that is going to be just fucking disgusting. It's going to be probably drunk. It's going to be celebratory. It'll be the first time we've been the 1 seed since 1998, and we don't even remember how that year ended. We here in Minnesota have blocked it out. Gary Anderson never played for us. But we play at 7:20 against the Lions, and it's very simple. The winner is the number 1 seed and gets home field throughout the playoffs all the way to New Orleans in the Super Bowl. And here we are. For all the marbles, the healthy Vikings and the banged-up Lions. And I'm glad that it's coming down to this. I would rather be playing in a situation where we need to beat the Lions straight up rather than we need to beat, like, let's say, the Jets, and the Lions are playing somebody else, and we have to rely on somebody else to beat the Lions. I would rather be playing them one-on-one, heads up, for all the marbles. So I'm excited that it's come down to that. I'll be honest, I did not think that it was going to come down to that when the season started. I didn't think this game was going to mean anything. I thought if we did our best this year, we'd be 9-8. We'd probably miss the playoffs, but we'd make a good accounting of ourselves. And we've swept the Bears, we've swept the Packers, and we have a chance to split with the Lions. This is great. By the way, No Pen 15 Fathead with $2 says, and eating cum isn't gay. Well, no, it's very gay, but I don't eat cum. So the Vikings are at the Lions on Sunday. So that means that no matter what happens for Detroit tonight against San Francisco, they have to win in order to get the number 1 seed. If they win tonight, doesn't matter. If they lose tonight, doesn't matter. They've got the tiebreaker. So Dan Campbell, reasonably, I mean, he has a team that has dozens of guys on injured reserve. He's got a lot of guys hurt on his team. So you would think that Dan Campbell would take this opportunity on the road against the 49ers. He would take this opportunity to rest his starters. Don't put them out there. Don't play them. Rest everybody. Get healthy. The playoffs essentially start this next week. I know the playoffs start for us. I'm considering this a playoff game. This has a lot of implications. Dan Campbell was giving his press conference yesterday, and they asked him, why don't you just rest your guys? And Dan Campbell I know it's supposed to be a stereotype, or I know it's supposed to be kind of not a stereotype for Dan Campbell, but it's supposed to be like a pejorative that like he's a big caveman kind of guy. But he's a big fucking dumb animal. And I think Dan Campbell and the Lions win in spite of him as much as they win because of him. I think if they made that offensive coordinator head coach, they'd probably do even better than they do now. But Dan Campbell makes so many dumb fuck decisions that everybody thinks are cool, and, let's fake punt from our own 30 on 4th down and 7, and, let's go for it on 4th and 5 from our own 45 and shit. And people are like, yeah, that's a great ballsy call. Yeah, dude, it's great against the fucking Jaguars in week 7, but it's a retarded move in the divisional round of the playoffs or when the season's on the line and you're playing someone really good. That kind of shit is going to cost them, and that's why Dan Campbell will never be a Super Bowl winning coach. They asked him about resting his players tonight, which is the fucking move to make. You have to rest your players if you're Dan Campbell. But because he's a big, old school, no nonsense, I'm a tough guy, fucking that passe mode of football coach, he did this.
That up really quickly. Just in the scenario where Minnesota beats Green Bay, suddenly there's nothing you can do with your seeding that game. It all will come down to week 18. So have to win is I'm just curious your explanation there. Like, how do you maintain that full bore mindset where maybe that game doesn't matter in the standings?
Yeah, I'll make this easy for everybody. That way all the critics can jump out and start attacking.
Shut up. No, see, I hate that too. As if it's unreasonable for them to attack you. No, you did a dumb fucking thing. You're doing a dumb thing. They get to say you're doing a dumb thing. That's not, the critics are just attacking me. I hate it when people do this macho tough guy shit and then play victim. I fucking hate it. Dan Campbell, I'm going to go out there and we're going to run through a fucking brick wall even if we get concussions. We're going to play Jared Goff in a meaningless game when we got to win the next week to get the 1 seed because we're tough guys. They don't give you the number 1 seed for being tough. They give you the number 1 seed for being smart and winning games. So when you go, we're going to play in a meaningless game and we're going to put more guys at risk in a year where we've lost lots of guys for the season. And then you go, and people can attack me for this. They're not attacking you. They're legitimately criticizing you for doing a dumb fuck thing, you big retarded ape.
But that way you don't have to debate them anymore. We're bringing everything we got to this game, and we are playing, and I don't care what it looks like and where it's at or who's this, who's that. We're going out to play and win this game.
Okay.
Out on the West Coast.
Cool.
So
good. Get more dinged up. Get more. This is what I mean. The Lions' record is going to look great on paper this year. But if more guys get dinged up tonight and they lose more people and they go into this game against Minnesota needing the 1 seed and they lose because they lost another guy, then yeah, it's going to look like Dan Campbell had a great year. But it also, it won't tell the story of how they won in spite of his attitude, in spite of his approach.
Oh, there you go.
Just to piggyback off the earlier question, though, you do mention the last year's loss, and obviously the guys who were there, who experienced that, walked off that field.
If you guys don't know, the Lions lost to the 49ers in the NFC Championship game last year.
Their added motivation, I mean,
They blew a 10-point lead because Dan Campbell's a fucking dipshit.
not the most important thing, but is there something there?
Anytime we lose, the thought of losing is going to motivate you to not want to lose again, particularly with where you were at. And so that's always going to bring its own level of motivation to it. But it's also, man, this is where we're at in the season. We know we need another win.
No, you don't. You literally don't need another win. This game is fucking meaningless. Now, if we lost, then play your fucking guts out, clinch the division, and then rest all your guys next week. But we beat Green Bay. This game means nothing to you. And I'm a Vikings fan. I want you to go out there and just snap everybody's bones and become a shit team. But it's a dumb fucking move.
We understand where we're at in division and the NFC, and so I think it's all encompassing, And look, most importantly, it's the next one. It's the next one in front of us.
I hope there's Lions fans. Well, no, there's not Lions fans watching the show right now. They're watching the fucking Lions game. But I hope you guys are watching at some point and you realize that your coach is a fucking dingleberry. I mean, really. Pakistan with 199 says, Gary Kicker, Morg's cheerleader, Lou Shitmaster. No, that's not. It's not what it was. $1 from Rusty Grammar. He says, Skull Magato hat trick. Thank you very much. 1:30 away from tonight. Thank you very much. Again, last evening show of the year. Thanks for getting that goal down there, and hopefully we can bang out the rest of it tonight and call it a final win for the toe. Dipshit once, shame on me, says Atomic Ray. Dipshit twice. There ain't no more dipshit once you dipshitted. Triple N says Amon-Ra St. Brown has the coolest name in the NFL. I'm trying to think of a better one. Amon-Ra St. Brown is a pretty badass name. It's got like Egyptian mythology in there. It's got Christianity with the saints and the... God damn. I wish there was a cool... There's got to be a cooler name, right? Fuck. I don't want to give that title to a lion. Jfish says, it's all-encompassing. It's about the next one. Tarded coach that cannot define encompassing. Hulkamasha Baby says that Dingleberry is going to crush your postseason dreams. How's that hit you? And I'm not even a Lions fan. No, he's not. He's not going to crush our dreams. I feel very good about us going into Detroit and beating them because we had them beaten. We were a third and 3 away from beating them here at US Bank Stadium, and we fucked that up, admittedly. We let them stay in the game, but they're so much more a banged-up team than they were then. I mean, Montgomery had a good game. Montgomery's not there. So, look, man, call me a homer, whatever. I favor the Vikings. I think we're going to win. We're going to get the number 1 seed. And what to do with our quarterback next year is going to be a really difficult decision. But let's just put it off for now. Not even think about it. Enjoy the year. All right, some other names are coming in. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix. Ha-ha, Clinton Dix still in the league. That is a good one, though. Von Kaiser, Sauce Gardner, Amon-Ra St. Brown, or Sauce Gardner. Sauce Gardner is a cool name. Yankee says Juju Smith-Schuster. That's a good one. Darius Slay, big play Slay. That's good, too. Nick Chubb, not a bad one. Oh, that's right. I'm supposed to make Doom a moderator. I'm going to do something real quick. We're gonna do a little thing. I don't want the Doom curse on me. Copy. I'm going to go over to Rumble here real quick. This is very important, guys. Bear with me. This is a very important thing to do. I think I got to go to account options, chat settings, No. Fuck. Moderation. There we go. Moderators. Doom clone ad. There we go. Doom is now a Rumble moderator. That is enough to have me escape the curse. Pakistan with 199 says Randy, porn coordinator, Oz, bad driver. There we go. I hope you appreciate that, Doom clone. I'm not skipping Rumble rants. I've got them all. Sam Show says you're skipping rants now. No, I've got them all in there. Doom, you are now a Rumble mod, my man. How is that Lions game looking? All right, San Francisco's up 7-0. I know it doesn't matter. San Francisco can beat them fucking 35-0. It's not going to mean a goddamn thing because whether they win or lose, the number one seed still goes through Detroit. And that's, again, I'd much rather have our fate in our hands than somebody else's. To quote Harry Stamper, I just don't trust anyone else to do it. That's all. All right, let's get into the Civil War shit, shall we? Trump, Elon, Vivek. They've got, I saw Tim Dillon is involved now. Jesus Christ. This thing just gets crazier and crazier. Don Lemon is going on rants about it now. This is something to watch, man. This is really something to keep an eye on because I don't know if it ends with like Elon being welcomed back in, like they have this tiff over H-1B visas, or what? I'm not sure. See, now Doom says he doesn't have a shield. You know what? It might not take effect until the next stream, or maybe if you leave and come back, it'll happen. Let's see. Moderators. Yeah, Doom Clone 3000. Can I show this without giving away any? There we go. First one right there. Doom Clone 3000 is now a mod. So I don't know what to tell you, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Sam Show says you have to log out and change your password. All right, so I don't know if this ends with Musk being welcomed back in and Vivek being welcomed back in and, or Trump pulls rank and just says, I don't give a fuck what you assholes are fighting about. I'm in charge here. Here's what we're doing. I don't know how this ends. All I know is it's really juicy and it's really interesting to watch, and I'm fascinated by it. I'm fascinated by the great Maga Civil War of 2014. I think ultimately, I think this is all going to be fine. I think they're so excited for Trump to take office again, and they're so ready for this these budget cuts that he's going to do and this government cutting that he's talking about doing and getting rid of the Department of Education and all this other shit, that I think this is going to be a dust up, and then by next week, it'll kind of die down a little bit. Trump will give some kind of statement on H-1B visas. I think it would be great if this led to us suspending H-1B visas until the program can be reworked so that it works like it's supposed to. Because it's supposed to be the H-1B visa goes to people who are so fucking uber talented, like this kid, Sam Young. Sam Young was a kid in Asia who taught himself calculus, and he could be the next Albert Einstein. And there was this kid who ran this group in high school to bring Sam Young to his school. And Poopa's Lube, I fucking hate you. Poopa's Lube goes, bro, Goff just snapped his fucking leg getting sacked. Shut up. I'm not, I hate you because I'm so excited about next week's game that I am going to go search this on Twitter right now, even though I know you're full of shit. And I know you're lying. I just want to go on the record as I don't believe him for a second. And I think Jared Goff's leg is totally fine. Yeah. Fucking liar. But I'm also so desperate for the Vikings to be the 1 seed that if he says it, I'm fucking checking. For sure. So anyway, This guy, Sam Young, Poop is Lube writes, gotcha, bitch. Thank you. So this kid, Sam Young, right? There was a kid named, was it Eli? I think was the kid's name, who was trying to raise all this money for Sam Young to come to his school. And what happened was he got tied in with this next door neighbor of his, and it turns out she was visiting for the year. She was a young woman who was just getting out of the porn business. And he started hanging out with her a lot, didn't know she was a porn star. Well, her old porn producer boyfriend wanted her to get back into the business, so he starts fucking with this kid to try and, get him away from her because she won't go back into the business if she likes him. So this guy, he goes and he hangs out with this Eli, finds out about Sam Young, steals all the money for Sam Young, and takes off with it. Fucking crazy story, guys. Fucking crazy story. It's also the plot of the movie The Girl Next Door. With, by the way, a young Paul Dano and early Timothy Oliphant. Pretty good. Elisha Cuthbert in one of her first roles. Vidam with $5 says Tom Grossi has 6.1 thousand people watching the Packers versus 49ers. You know what? I'm going to tell you this. That's very impressive that he'd have that many people watching the Packers 49ers, especially since the Lions are playing the 49ers right now. So if you can get 6,100 people to watch you watching a game that's not even happening right now, that's fucking amazing. Thank you, buddy. 125 away from our final evening show goal of the year. Plus, we have a new $10 drop. We have our 20, our 50, our 100. Go ahead and christen the PayPal and the Venmo for tonight. We do appreciate it. All right, let's get... I keep bouncing around. I'm sorry. I'm going nuts here, all over the place. I don't even know why I have an eye on this Lions game. Like I keep saying, it doesn't matter. The Trump Civil War, I think eventually later this week, it's going to get back to Donald, and Trump's going to have something to say about it, and that'll kind of squash the whole thing. Right now, Vivek and Elon have stepped in a pile of shit of their own making, or of an Indian immigrant's making. We don't know. I also found out today there was like a 20-minute TED Talk on Indian street shitting that some Indian lady made, just talking about how much, what'd she call it, public defecation happens in India. That, like, the amount of open defecation, she calls it, open defecation. The amount of open defecation in India outnumbers that of open defecation in the rest of the world combined. Pretty fucking amazing. It's time I won't get back. But Elon and Vivek started this shit by talking about Indian engineers and how great they are, and maybe Americans should just get smarter, and H-1B visas are great. H-1B visas are great in theory because you can bring people over here that we don't have here. But in practice, what they're used by people like Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk to bring people over here to save their company money. It's a way to budget cut. It's an end around American workers to employ people who will take less money and take a trip over to the United States. That's what H-1B visas are used for. So it does need reworking. It does need reforming. And anyone who points this out to Vivek and Elon, they go from like free speech. We all have to be free speech. Free speech is the best thing. Until you criticize them on this, then they pull out the SJW tactics of like, you're a racist. You're too stupid to get it. Learn to code, motherfucker. You know, Elon's demonetizing people on Twitter and banning them and all kinds of shit. I mean, it's really turned into a giant egotistical mess over on Twitter. And apparently, according to insiders, and boy, I don't know about these Trump insiders. The media usually digs these up and you can take it with a grain of salt. But they say that Trump is annoyed with Elon Musk saying he's becoming a shadow president and beginning to irritate old Donnie. President Donald Trump has shown growing signs of frustration with Elon Musk, his wealthiest and most vocal advisor, sources tell Mediaite. Musk, the world's richest man, has been deeply involved in the White House transition after backing Trump in the 2024 election with $150 million and relentless support on X, his social media platform. Sources close to the transition, who spoke on condition of anonymity to reveal internal conversations, said Trump is growing weary of Musk's omnipresence as well as the media attention his antics are gathering. Sorry about that. Stream Deck has an update available. That's one thing that's going to annoy Trump, is someone getting more attention than him and someone trying to actively take more spotlight than he has. I mean, in a battle of egos, and you got to remember, Trump doesn't need to run for re-election. He doesn't need Elon's money. He doesn't need anything from Elon now that he's won the election. Elon can fucking behave himself, or he can find himself on the outs. So you got to remember, these guys all serve at the pleasure of Donald Trump, and if he annoys them, Donald will cut him loose. He's cut bigger, scarier guys loose before. 100% Trump is annoyed, said one Trump insider who worked on the 2024 campaign. There's a Chinese saying, easy, 2 tigers cannot live on one mountaintop. Well, and also, like, I'm sure Donald Trump wants to, show a united front as they go into the White House and everybody on the same page and all that. And if Elon's out there making enemies of MAGA supporters on Twitter and calling everybody retarded and racist and all this other shit, then, and if he's going to get sensitive every time someone criticizes him, that's going to distract from what Trump wants to do, and I can see Donald getting annoyed by that. Last week, a civil war broke out between 2 factions of Trump's movement. I really don't think that this was as even 50-50 a civil war as the media is playing it. I think this was MAGA against Vivek and Elon. I think Elon and Vivek were showing their elitist roots, their millionaire, billionaire roots were showing, because they were defending shit that's really good for oligarchs. They were defending shit that's really good for billionaires. And the people who are against him are people who have to compete for jobs with people who get H-1B visas, and American people who have to work in this economy. So I do believe, I don't think this was like a 50-50. A lot of Trump people are on Elon's side. I think this was a lot of the rank and file MAGA people, the people that went out and voted, versus Elon and Vivek kind of being elitist about the whole thing, kind of being cunty. Last week, a civil war broke out. Musk and Vivek expressed their support for foreign worker visas, sparking outrage from prominent MAGA voices and immigration hardliners like Steve Bannon. Several Trump supporters, including conspiracy theorist Laura Loomer. All right, don't throw Laura Loomer in there. That's never good. Jesus Christ. Don't. When you say that Laura Loomer's on your side, it makes things look a little wackier. Claimed Musk stripped them of their verification badges on X in retaliation for their criticism of him. Musk responded saying, quote, "The reason I'm in America, along with so many critical people who built SpaceX, Tesla, and hundreds of other companies that made America strong, is because of H-1B. Take a big step and fuck yourself in the face. I will go to war on this issue, the likes of which you cannot possibly comprehend." Jesus Christ, spoken like a true internet autistic. Jesus Christ. Calm down there, Asperger. You fuck yourself in the face. I'll go to war on this issue. You wouldn't even believe it. Oh, wow, really? Would you go to war? First of all, 2 things can be true at the same time. A lot of the talented people that work on Tesla and SpaceX could have come here from H-1B visas. That's totally true. We could also be letting a lot of people in with H-1B visas that American workers could be doing a better job than. Both things can be true. H-1B visas could bring over really talented people who fucking belong here, and we need them here. But also that system could also be abused where underqualified people are coming over or not even coming over. They get to keep all their money over in their shithole country, and it doesn't benefit us one iota, plus an American engineer loses their fucking job. And as I've heard from engineers, they've been saying, these fucking people come in, they do shitty work, they don't understand the language of the culture, and they have to spend more hours working on fixing their fuck-ups. So there's this big argument happening where Elon's kind of fighting a point that's not coming at him. People aren't arguing that SpaceX and Tesla weren't benefited by H-1B visas. They're saying the other shit that's happening with H-1B visas is not good for American workers. And that's supposed to be what MAGA is all about, is American workers. So, I think Elon's kind of being a cunt about this. In fact, Steve Bannon called him a toddler because of the way he's been acting about the whole thing. So chatter that Musk is serving as shadow president of the incoming Trump administration has percolated so much in the last few weeks that Trump addressed the idea at an event earlier this month, saying he's not going to be president. That I can tell you. You know why he can't be president? He wasn't born in this country. There was likely an allure to it in the beginning, but it seemed like it could go ugly, another Trump insider said of the alliance. Trump is Trump. I think it's just the way Trump is. Someone that is around that much and having influence would be a bother. Well, also, if he's fighting with your people, if he's fighting with, the people that put you in office, you're probably going to piss him off a little bit. By the way, Pakistan with 199 says St. Brown literally just dislocated his shoulder. Okay. No. I'm not looking. I'm not going to go check this because I know it's not true. All right, we'll just check it real quick. But he's not. He's making this shit up. I can tell you that right now. Amon-Ra St. Brown. He did not dislocate his shoulder. He's not hurt. I don't believe this for a second. Yeah, it's not. It would be there. It would be there if Amon-Ra St. Brown hurt himself. I didn't believe it anyway. 7-6. San Francisco with it. Holy shit, San Francisco's already down to the Detroit 9. Yeah, the Lions have no fucking defense, dude. That defense is busted. 49ers are already poised to go up again. So as far as this Trump, Elon, Vivek thing goes, I think Trump will put it to bed. In fact, I think it's kind of a good, early test of Trump's power, Trump's administration and how he organizes it. If he can crack the whip and get those two back in shape and get those two back in line, that actually is a pretty good thing for Trump at that point. By the way, I'm getting updated here. 14-6 San Francisco. They've already gone up by 8. Let me guess. Did Detroit miss the extra point, or did Dan Campbell think it would be really fucking cool to go for 2? We should fucking go for 2. It'd be so nobody would fucking expect it, man. It would be so awesome. Whatever. 125 away from tonight's goal. If you guys want to throw money at us, throw money at us. It is our final evening show of the year. Let's make it a successful one, guys. We got over an hour to go. You're doing great. I really do appreciate it. Let's pop the cherry of the Venmo, the PayPal, the Streamlabs, and let's see if we can't get this thing into the double digits by the top of the hour. Thank you very much. So now, apparently, Tim Dillion, Mediaite felt the need to clip Tim Dillion on this Vivek Ramaswamy thing. Vivek's taking shit for trashing Americans. He kind of called them lazy and racist and all of this other shit for criticizing H-1B visas. This is what Tim Dillion had to say about the whole thing.
Like Whiplash, fewer reruns of Friends, more math tutoring, fewer sleepovers, more weekend science competitions, fewer Saturday morning cartoons, more books, less TV, more creating, less chilling. How about more white people, less Indians?
Yeah, you know what? Fuck you. If you want to be part of this America First shit and this MAGA shit, how about we're not going to shit all over American culture? First of all, in the 60s and 70s, guess what? The kids fucking watched cartoons on the weekends. All right? The kid, it's not like there's, us, I hate this fucking mentality. Ever since that Tiger Mom shit came out, that Chinese mom was like, Tiger moms, we don't tolerate less than A's. Every Asian people who came from every Asian country now felt the need to shit on Americans and our culture. And theirs was so much better. I don't want to hear a fucking peep out of Indians about their culture. Please. I have gotten to know Indian culture over the weekend because of all this shit going on. Yeah. I don't think it's Americans who are on the wrong track, pal. Sorry. I got a TED Talk to show you.
How about that? How about more white people, less Indians? Indians didn't come to this country. No offense. But if we're going to critique the country, how about more people that actually came to the country? and fought in those wars. Was there a lot of Indians that fought in the Civil War? I'm confused. I just don't know. It sounds like a racist point, but it's actually not.
No, they were British. They weren't even a country. They were Brits.
Been made by people like Tucker Carlson and Ann Coulter. And if they're racist, then I'm racist. No one's racist no more. But it's my point. I understand what he's saying. I wasn't a fan of Friends. I liked Frasier. I understand we need more math competitions and shit like that. But this is the type of shit that is going to eat that movement from the inside.
Right. Here's what it's going to do. I was just thinking about that. What it's going to do is it's going to create these two classes of people. Because now Vivek looks like an elitist looking down and lecturing everybody. And the last thing MAGA people want to hear, like the whole MAGA movement sprung up because they were tired of these elitists fucking talking down to them all the time. Like America has never, I'm sorry, but America has never been the most elite of the elite doing shit. You know what America has always been? I don't like this rewriting of American history where it was always surgical precision and brilliance and IQ. You know what America has always been? McDonald's. Yeah, America, the people, the production, everything. It's mediocre shit, but we make a fuck ton of it. And we make it faster than any of you can, and we get it out there faster than any of you can. And you know what people tend to want? Shit that's good enough. You sit there and you think, oh, I don't think this is perfect. I think we should strive for excellence. And it's, oh, I finally got one done. There's one of your fucking Indian excellent items, which if that's true, I'm not even sure. But there's your one excellent Indian item. In the time it took you to do that, American workers cranked out 400,000 of some shit. And they just threw it out there. And because there's 400,000 of it versus your one perfect thing, it's super cheap, it's super available, and it's fine. And if you need another one, you can go get it. America, even when it was in its heyday, let's say World War II, we didn't make the best shit. The fucking Germans did. But you know what we did? We made a fuckload of it. And we just America just throws overwhelming numbers of mediocre shit, good enough shit, and buries you in it. That's what we did in World War II. It was, it was I can't remember which German general it was, but he said one Panzer tank is worth 9 American tanks, and the Americans always brought 10. America has always been McDonald's. America has always been assembly line. When you think of the greatest things America does, the Model T was a piece of shit. But we made a fuckload of them, and we made them cheap enough that workers could afford one. And boy, did we fucking zip those hunks of shit together. Bing, 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 bing. Mercedes-Benz engineering is so much better. We can crank these fucking Chevys out every minute, you fuck. Engineering is so excellent. Ours runs, and it's done quicker and cheaper. America. So I don't want to hear from Vivek Ramaswamy, oh, you know what America needs, and I know he doesn't talk like that. You know what America needs to do is more math competitions. You sit there and measure twice, cut once. We'll sit there and just drown you in lumber is what we'll do. I'm tired of these people fucking lecturing America like we haven't been on top of the world. No. We don't do it your way. You fucking do it our way. That's what MAGA was built on, is the idea that American exceptionalism can make a comeback. So if you think MAGA is going to sit there and let some Indian guy just fucking lecture them about what they should be doing on Saturday mornings, how about this? Suck my dick, have a Coke and a smile, and shut the fuck up. That's what they'll say back to you. So I don't think that this Vivek Elon thing will create a rift that will eat MAGA from the inside. I think they'll kick these motherfuckers out if they need to. Trump has shown that he's not afraid to replace people.
Going out there and saying, by the way, we need to import people because no one in this country is up to the task. So we need generations of people. What is the sleep? What a weird move. No sleepover, less sleepover. What about smart kids having a sleepover? This is going to be a big problemo, by the way, for them. It is, because these people don't give a shit about America. They just don't. No offense to these people. They just don't. I know.
Yeah, Elon wants to, cut costs with cheaper foreign labor. And wasn't Vivek like some kind of pharma bro? Like, when have those people ever given a fuck about the little guy? Elon and Vivek were never fucking rah-rah little guy guys. Ever. Vadam says, with $5, says Bernie Sanders would have won against Trump. I wish they would have picked him instead of Kamala. I mean, he's like 93 years old. Maybe? I don't know. That gets us down to 120. Thank you very much for that, guys. Finish it off. Everybody throw in $10 or so. We'll have this thing knocked out in no time. It'll be the last evening show goal of the year. First Hand says, that's not true. We perfected atomic energy and weaponry first. We invented computers, electricity, light, radio, etc. How'd we do it? We didn't do it by being like the most excellent or whatever. We threw the most bodies and money at it and said, just log shitloads of man hours. I mean, America has never been the quiet guy tinkering in the workshop. It's always been the loud guy building a deck going, hey, you know what? Fuck it. You know what? Try putting cedar in there instead of pine. Fuck it. Who cares? You know what? This works just the same. America's never been Geppetto tinkering in the workshop. We've always been the big boisterous guy going, hey, I got some spare parts and some fucking recycled cans. I think we can get something done here. And then we have people like Einstein come over and go, how about I use the resources that you provide us and I help you build the bomb? All right, cool. Like, we'll take your smart people, but we'll take your smart people to add a little essence to what we're doing. We don't want to do it your smart people's way. We want to bring your smart people over here and teach them the American way of doing things. That's what it is. Miss Tay with $14.99.
And in my club, I will splash the pot whenever the fuck I please.
Okay. Thank you very much. 110. Away from overtime. Keep it going, boys and girls. Miss Tay says, shout out to Mod's Loaded Wrench and No Pen 15 Fathead. Thank you, Miss Tay. Very nice. I get really fucking tired of these elitist assholes telling regular, everyday Americans what America is about. Motherfucker, we are America. Like, we are. Oh, by the way, when we hit the goal, thank you, MSO. Victor, if you could pay that man his money, that would be great for the goal. I think that would be awesome. Thank you, MSO. I love that. Hulkamasha Baby says, yeah, ask the Japanese Zeros how bad our planes were. Last I checked, we wrecked house on the Pacific Theater. The Japanese Zero fighter plane was supposed to be the model fighter going into World War II. And we just, what was ours? The P-36, was it? Or the F-4 Wildcat or whatever the fuck we made. Wildcat fighter World War II. It was the P-36. F-4F Grumman Wildcat. So we had the F-4F and that was like ours. And was the Zero better than it? Yeah, the Zero was way better. But we put a fuckload of those bad boys in the air. We put a bunch of them out there. Was the Stuka dive bomber better than the Dauntless? Yeah, but we had a fuckload of Dauntless dive bombers, my man. Sure, crank out your Stukas as fast as you can while we're bombing the fuck out of your factories, while we safely manufacture ours all over the United States. P-51 Mustang was one of them. P-38 Lightning was another one, but I was thinking of the F-4F Wildcat. I believe that was our most mass-produced fighter in World War II. Most produced World War II American fighter. Oh, P-51 Mustang. I apologize, you guys. It was the P-51. I was wrong. Who was that? Was it Heinz Guderian? Or Hans Guderian? Who said one German tank is worth 9 American? American historian Russell Wigley wrote that the American tank was questionable and that the Sherman tank was inferior to the German Panther and Tiger tanks in almost every way. Okay. Oh, okay. The idea was if you see a tiger, send 4 Shermans at it, you can expect to lose 3. Okay, that's what it was. It was 5, I'm sorry, I fucked that up then. Is it true that each Panzer was worth 5 of our Sherman tanks? The German gunner replied, actually, 1 Panzer is worth 10 of your tanks. Yeah, but who is the German gunner? Incredulous, the GI replied, well, if your tanks are really that good, then how on earth did you end up getting defeated and captured like this? The German replied, because you Americans always brought 11 tanks for each one of ours. That's what it was. So it's accredited to a captured German tank gunner. The GI asked the Germans, I hear that you guys have the best tanks in the world. Is it true that a Panzer is worth 5 of our Sherman tanks? The German gunner replied, actually, 1 Panzer is worth 10. You Americans always brought 11 tanks. That's how McDonald's is such a great microcosm for what America is and always has been. It's always been mass production of good enough shit. Stave with $5 says, let's go. Need that 1 hour of overtime. It's 30 minutes, but thank you. Vadam with $5 says, America needs to end building expensive vehicles and go back to building cheap vehicles and end building electric vehicles, bring back manual transmission and the roll down windows manual locks. Well, it's kind of hard to make cheaper vehicles now because of emission standards and all the green stuff now. So it's a little tougher than it used to be, but you know. Taste Fairy Ialto says, how do you gift Rumble memberships? Check this out. You see this? Let me take my camera off of there. You see this gift box in the bottom left-hand corner? Click that. Click that, and then you can gift whatever you'd like.
Club,
Whoops.
I will splash the pot.
Gave away the $10 Dropsy deal. There you go, guys. We're only 105 away from tonight. Again, thank you very much for your contributions. 105 away with an hour left in tonight's show. All right, let's get off the World War II stuff because I'll fucking talk about that forever. Sherman tank was a pile, but the Pershing, introduced later in the war, could go head-to-head with the Panther. Yeah, the Pershing was cool, but we really didn't have a lot of time to wheel the Pershing out in World War II. It was kind of created towards the end of the war. I think we rolled it out in 45. Then you had, it would have been kind of exciting to rearm the German army and go after the Soviets after the war, like Patton wanted to do. Could you imagine Americans getting to use those big fucking Tiger II tanks? Dude, have you ever seen the Tiger II? It is a fucking mammoth. It's gargantuan. Tiger II tank. Now, it was like the Germans had to roll it out really quick because it was one of their desperate super weapons at the end of the war. But the Tiger II tank was this big fucking thing. It had a lot of mechanical problems early on, but look at the size of that fucking gun. Look at that giant cock-sucking tank. Oh my God. The Tiger II was an animal. Could you imagine rearming the Germans, our factories cranking out a fuckload of those and taking it to the Ruskies? That would have been great. Unfortunately, we never got that chance. And, Patton was the guy who brought up, rolling on the Soviets. And then, wouldn't you know, the brakes in his car went out. Weird, right? It's odd the way Patton just died so accidentally. Das Optic Nerve says the big thing the Tiger had was sloped armor. Yeah, the Japanese were still in the war. MSO says size doesn't matter, right, SP? Hey, wait a minute. Why, I oughta. Doggone it. All right, let's talk about the, we promised to get to this story this morning. The cheerleader in Texas who poisoned her rival's goat at the FFA show. A lot of us were theorizing that this was April getting back to her roots and getting healthy and going back home and being what she is. She's not a cokehead homewrecker. That's not who she is. She's deep down a small town farm girl who got in over her skis. So a lot of people theorize that maybe this was her, but I don't think she could pass for 17 anymore. A 17-year-old cheerleader in Texas is charged with animal cruelty for poisoning her rival's show goat. Now, this may sound wacky and funny to you, but as someone who did radio in Litchfield for 7 years, I can tell you these small-town kids take this FFA shit fucking seriously. Oh my God. They come in and they're like, I am here to show animals and give hand jobs, and I am all out of hand jobs. That's what April told. April told me when they went on the FFA field trips, there'd be a lot of hooking up. What do I know? These fucking horny farm kids. God damn it. We didn't have FFA where I went to school. We had electricity. Pretty and popular Aubrey Valindingham had the world at her feet as she progressed through high school in a well-to-do suburb of Austin, Texas. Not only was she a cheerleader, but she had also just been made president of the Future Farmers of America. It's not really a combo you see very often, is it? You're a cheerleader and the head of the FFA? Isn't the cheerleader the girl who bullies the girl who's the head of the FFA? God, rural schools are weird with their social hierarchies. So becoming the head of the FFA is like social currency in those high schools? Shit's just changed, man. Now, she particularly was proud of her pet goat, Lacey, which she paraded in animal shows across the state for cash prizes and certificates. The 17-year-old posted her beloved pet on her social media with now deleted posts detailing her excitement to head up Vista Ridge High School's FFA in Cedar Park in her senior year. But prosecutors claim her desire to win got too much for the teen, and she turned to evil ways to ensure victory by poisoning a fellow student's goat. This is the girl and her goat. She thought her goat was the absolute cat's ass, and so she poisoned another girl's goat. First of all, how do you look at a goat and see that it's a prize-winning goat? Like, what the fuck is wrong with these farm kids? Like, they can look at a goat and go, oh, that goat's going to kick the shit out of my goat. This is going to go horrible for me. How do you know? They're goats. They all look the same. Like, maybe that's my big city racism playing a role here, but like, how do you look at another girl's goat and go, oh man, if I don't anthrax the shit out of her goat, if I don't do this like Kings of Tupelo and fucking rice in that girl's goat, I'm going to lose the goat competition at the FFA rally. See, now this is the goat Willie. He died. She poisoned Willie. This girl here with her goat poisoned this goat as if that goat was going to beat this one. Look at this guy. He's all fluffy and nice looking. This one, no farmer's going to fuck that goat. This one, farmers are lining up for days. They're sick fucks. This one, mostly because most farmers are white and they're not going to cross lines and fuck a brown goat. That's really what the issue here is. But I don't know. There's a lot of what ifs for me. Like, what was the relationship between these two girls beforehand? How do you know when a goat is going to beat your goat in the FFA thing? Goat poison FFA. Is there? Yeah. I want a video version of this story.
Affidavit in which police say a high schooler killed a fellow FFA student's goat. They say it happened at Vista Ridge High School in Cedar Park.
And police say the student involved admitted to killing the goat, which lived for almost a full day before it died. KXAN's Barrett Tryon explains.
The incident happened here at the Vista Ridge Ag facility, which is just about a half a mile down the road from Vista Ridge High School. It happened in late October, right before Halloween. We have decided.
How about your high school a half a mile down the road has just like a farm, like livestock farm, where all the schools keep their goats? It's just the fact that this world exists still is so foreign to me.
Decided to not name the 17-year-old student, even though she is being charged as an adult, according to arrest records. The teen was seen on security footage at 9 a.m. on October 23rd, walking up to the goat's pen with a spray bottle and, quote, syringe-like item. The affidavit says the teen held the goat down and forced the syringe item into the goat's mouth.
Oh, man. So you fucking wrestled the goat. You held the goat down and you fed it poison. You fucking bitch. She is evil then. You know what? Give her the chair.
When the goat broke free, records say the student forced the syringe into its mouth 2 more times. The affidavit says the teen went back to check on the goat twice more that day, taking photos and videos each time, and finally making...
What a sadistic fucker. So it went back to check its work to see if the goat had been poisoned enough and if the goat was... What a bitch. I don't like... She's a mean girl.
A phone call at 2 that afternoon. The arrest affidavit says police later learned that phone call was to another student's family who owned the goat. Later that same day, the goat was taken to a veterinary hospital.
Oh, so she called the people who owned the goat to be like, I don't think your goat looks okay. You might want to check on him. What an asshole.
The next morning, the goat died, and veterinarians performed a necropsy similar to an autopsy. The vet said when the goat's stomach was opened, quote, the smell of pesticide permeated the room.
Bayer? Is it Bayer? She Monsanto'd the goat.
Days after sending the goat for further testing, police interviewed the teen involved. Arrest records show she told officers she poisoned the goat because the other student involved was a, quote, cheater, and I don't like cheaters.
You don't, then poison the girl. Don't poison the goat. What the fuck did the goat do? You poison the goat because its owner's a piece of shit? Fucking handle your business like a man. Go after the person you're mad at. Don't hurt the goat. Goat didn't do anything to you. I hate her. I didn't think I would be invested in this story, but I really want this girl to be punished. I want her to do hard fucking time for poisoning this goat. I don't want her to like flash a pretty cheerleader smile at the judge and be like, I'm really sorry. I feel bad. Lock her up. Lock her up. Lock her up.
After testing from the state came back positive for pesticide, a search warrant was issued for the teen's phone. Police say phone records showed searches for terms like poisoning pets, what you should know, and how to clear search history. Barry Tryon.
Yeah, you never want to put how to clear search history into your search history because it may stay off your computer, but Google still has record of it. So you can subpoena Google and you can subpoena phone records. You can subpoena all that and you'll find it. Even if you've wiped your search history and all of that stuff.
KXAN News.
The teen was charged with cruelty to a livestock animal. We reached out to her attorney, who said the family is working hard to address and resolve personal struggles. We also reached out to Leander ISD. The district says it's sad to hear about the loss of the animal and the student was disciplined. They also explained how students have access to the facility. Students must sign a facilities use agreement. It allows for badge access in order to...
I don't care about all that. I just want to know. Oh, that girl was a cheater. I don't like cheaters. So I poisoned her goat. That's such a sociopathic move. She was cheating, and I don't like it when people cheat. All right, cool. Then, I don't know, feed her pesticide, but leave the goat alone at least. Jesus. Clopogram with $1. Oh, my God. Clopogram really doesn't have a sense of humor. Sorry. What happened? Not taking swipes against April anymore. That lasted about 2 or 3 shows before your normal self came back. Why do you struggle to let this woman go? Jesus Christ, it was a fucking farm girl joke. Holy shit. You know what, Clopogram? I'm sorry. I apologize. I will not make jokes anymore. I didn't know that making jokes was the same as like attacking someone. I've offended you. I apologize. I didn't mean to. I thought it was a funny joke. Hell, I thought she would probably think that it was a funny joke. I'm sorry, Clopogram. I didn't mean to upset you, and now I feel bad. And now you've made it awkward for everyone. Jesus Christ. Guys, listen to me. I don't want any more jokes being made about anybody, as a matter of fact. No joking around about anybody. If you see Clopogram is in the chat, I don't want you making jokes about people. I don't want you teasing people. I don't want you making, like, even if it's friend of the show, Johnny, me, None of that. It hurts people's feelings, and joking around is wrong. All right? So, for example, if you donate and you make fun of anybody, that's wrong. And I feel properly chastised by Klopogram. I thought I was very clear when I meant I didn't feel the need to criticize her or do anything like that. I really kind of thought that jokes were still okay, that you could make jokes about people, but today I have been proven wrong. I'm sorry, Klopo. I'm trying not to. I don't mean to laugh. I know you're very serious about this. MSO says, well, there goes your numbers. Thank you. No Pen 15 Fathead with $2 says Aaron doesn't eat cum. Yep, see there, Klopogram, because those cum eating jokes could hurt my feelings. Klopo, those cum eating jokes could really upset me. So I think we should stop doing that too. Toss Optic Nerve says, if I can't make fun of Fatso, I'm out of here. Guys, you can make fun of whatever you want. I'm giving Klopogram a hard time because I think Klopogram was going for like a gotcha or an aha, and I think he just overreached. And now he probably knows. Thank you for the buck, buddy. I appreciate it. We're just busting your balls. Rusty Grammar says, gross. Feelings? What are you, gay, bro? Well, don't ask people here. I don't think we'll like the answer. Hey, boys and girls, we got about 40 minutes left of the last evening show of the year, and we're $100 away from tonight's goal. So let's knock it out, man. Let's call it. 10, 15, 20 bucks. Why not? Oh, No Pen 15 with $2 says it's opposite day. Did you see that, Klopogram? I can't, guys, if you send Venmos and PayPals and Streamlabs and Super Chats and Rumble Rants and they make fun of people, I'm going to chastise you for it. So no making fun of anybody. Definitely don't knock out our $100 goal tonight by making fun of others. It's opposite day. What No Pen 15 Fathead is trying to say is that he's saying I'm a cum eater. And he's not thinking about how that affects me and hurts my feelings and how it shows he can't stop thinking about me. All right, I think Klopogram surrendered with a heart and a thumbs up. I think we can stop picking on him. And we can stop picking on everybody. God damn it. They're saying Don Lemon lost his mind on the MAGA people yesterday. I want to see this. I want to see Don Lemon losing his mind because, say what you want. There really is no fit like a gay fit. That could be taken so many different ways, and I guarantee you guys are purposely not going to take it the way I intended it. But a gay throwing a fit, they can do it with some panache. That's for sure. Let's watch Don Lemon, who I don't think has a job with anybody right now, so he's just a gay dude with a phone. Let's watch gay dude with a phone, Don Lemon, talk about the shocking truth about MAGA's hypocrisy. Get ready, guys. Don Lemon has figured it out.
Finding out, you dumb fucking idiots. Now you're just figuring this shit out. You're so fucking stupid and you deserve it. You fucking deserve it because you're so dumb. Jim, it's hypocrisy. So go with me here. Yes, I am gloating over your stupidity. And
So far, all I know is that some people are fucking stupid and they're really dumb and they're idiotic. And he's really happy that these people are dumb and idiotic. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about yet. As the kids say, I don't know what he's on about. But he's on one, and he's really happy that people are dumb fucks. I just don't know what the dumb fucks did.
And how you were taken. I'm cackling in Kamala, says in Shanta. By the
way, can we work on not having the ring lights reflect into your glasses? That would be aces, buddy.
You have been co-opted because you're in a fucking cult. And you don't even realize it because you have stupid MAGA brain.
You worked for CNN, dude. I mean, look, you might be right. Maybe the people in MAGA are in a fucking cult. Maybe they are brain dead. Maybe they're silly. Maybe they're stupid. True. But I don't think you're the guy to carry water for that cause. I mean, did you see yourself during COVID? We have a clip of Don Lemon coming up about Joe Biden's mental, acuity, if you will. We'll see who's in a cult.
And you don't get it. How stupid and dumb are you? And I'm just going to I can't wait to go through this. Okay. So I'm going to read this again. So Krishnan's appointment triggered an anti-Indian backlash on social media, particularly given his past advocacy for increasing green cards and immigration broadly. Oh no, immigration. We can't do the immigration because it's hot in here, guys. All right. Woo!
This really, I can't believe this guy got fired from CNN and nobody picked this guy up. I can't believe nobody picked up this amazing ball of talent. He hasn't made a single fucking point yet.
Ooh, thank you. We can't do the immigration because, the immigration, it triggers some people. You know what they're saying about the anti-immigrant stuff, right? Who's in to say that one of the jobs you might be seeking won't be one of those white jobs? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Did anyone hear a point in there? This is what's frustrating about the left and people like Don Lemon is that, even when you have something to dunk on, you still are not capable of doing it. Yankee writes, now this guy eats cum. Klopogram says he's always got a ring in his eyes, the dirty fat. Well, Jesus Christ, Klopo. Wait, Klopo, didn't you just get done lecturing me about making fun of people and making jokes, and then you just drop a gay F-bomb? Bro. Jesus Christ. Give it a minute. But they go into this rant aha, I'm enjoying this so much. What are you enjoying? Aha, everyone's so fucking dumb. What are they dumb about? Ah, you guys are stupid. Don, are you broken? Mr. Lemon, hello. You can tell this guy had writers at CNN because, boy, you give him a microphone and just free reign to cut a promo, he's got nothing. That's the thing. The left thinks that MAGA is just going to fuck itself and the right is going to fuck itself when people will go back to the left. You got to come up with an idea that's better than you guys are all retarded. Let us tell you how to do it. You got to come up with something better than that. And everyone who doesn't vote for us is racist. You've got to come up with a better solution than just that shit. It's not working. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says everyone send in money with a joke about Aaron. Like Aaron so did gay stuff with Nick. Hey, wait a minute. $100 even away from tonight's goal. We got 35 minutes. Let's do it. Let's knock out that last hundo. No, by the way, nothing on PayPal or Venmo or Streamlabs so far tonight. And those are my favorite places to get donations. Those are my favorite places for people to send their support. So let's knock out that last $100 with that. Sounds great. It's literally the last $100 of the year for the evening show. So chip in. Let's do that. We came into what tonight? We came in at 160 away. And you guys have chipped away. I appreciate it. Let's go on a run. And I don't want to miss. I don't want to miss the last evening show of the year. I think it would be so awesome. If we knock out tonight and we knock out tomorrow morning, it will be the first time that Steel Toe has gone into a year breaking even or turning a profit since the end of 2021. 2022 and 2023, we took L's. We took hits. We lost money. This will be the first year since 2021. 2024, after all the shit we've been through, will have been a slightly up year if we knock out these last two goals. So thank you very much. Let's get this last 100 taken care of, and the evening show will have pulled its weight. Then we've got our big glitterati celebration for New Year's tomorrow. All right, so that was Don Lemon, without writers, without CNN, telling us all how stupid we are and everything else. This is him talking to Karine Jean-Pierre this year while he was on CNN about Joe Biden's ability to function.
The stamina, physically and mentally, do you think to continue on even after 2024?
Don, you're asking me this question. Oh my gosh, he's the president of the United States.
Right, that's why we're asking, because it's kind of important.
President of the United States. You know, I can't even keep up with it.
That to me should be the most angering thing of 2024 is that these they're never going to face any kind of consequences for the lies they told while they also tried to shit on and destroy other people. These people covered up for a brain dead husk of a vegetable for the last 4 years, and hardly anyone's calling them out for it.
Difficult part about a meeting with President Biden is preparing for it, because he is sharp, intensely probing, and detail-oriented and focused.
Nobody has to say that about someone who's fine. Nobody said that about President Obama. You just kind of assumed because he's president that he's got his shit together. Nobody said that about Clinton or Bush or Reagan or anybody else. You only say that about people who are a little iffy. You only say that about people who might not be all right upstairs.
Can testify because I've been working very closely with this president for the past 2 years. I've been knowing him for 30 years. And I'm telling you, this guy's tough. He's smart. He's on his game.
Joe Biden has vision. He has knowledge. He has a strategic thinker.
The president. Oh, by the way, she fell down and broke her hip a few months after that in Luxembourg. Great. All these people just fucking covering for this guy. And then we all saw at the debate how gone he was. And then they acted like it just happened that night. Literally 3 months before that fucking debate, all of these people are doing these interviews about how sharp he is and how they can't keep up. And then the night of that debate, they're like, oh, we had no idea what kind of shape he was in. Bullshit. Bullshit. You just figured it out that night that the guy was fucked up. Meanwhile, people had been calling it since he fell off that bicycle. Fuck that. People had been calling it since you made him campaign in a basement in 2020.
The president is focused. He's detail-oriented. He's always thinking about the big picture.
He is engaging. Which is don't die yet.
He is capable. He has an incredible record as president.
And I'm often with him on foreign trips. He's at the top of his game.
So he has a vision.
Of course, because you're in control of all the money. I don't mean because she's a Jew. She's a Treasury Secretary, and before that, she was the head of the Fed. Of course you like that he's in charge, because Grandpa Mashed Potato Brains will write you any check you want.
Vision. He has knowledge. He has judgment. He has a strategic thinking.
I met with the president, 5 or 6 weeks ago, and he seemed fine to me.
I have complete confidence in the president. I have watched him expertly guide meetings of staff and cabinet members. I could not have more confidence in the president.
How full of shit do you think these people knew they were? All the way or 50%?
I would just tell you that I meet frequently with the president, and every single time I meet with him, he is just fine.
Yeah, he cuts all the checks we want him to cut. He bombs all the countries we want to bomb. We have no reason to blow his head off. It's great.
But he is, again, knowledgeable, wise.
Incredibly sharp, incredibly probing, incredible command of the details.
Anytime someone talks about how mentally there someone is and they use the word probing twice, I immediately don't trust them.
He is sharp. He is on top of things.
There is nothing to these challenges, these suggestions that somehow he's not sharp and he's not capable.
We see Joe Biden up close. We know how attuned he is to the issue.
And you're going to see how smart he is and the experience he has.
I say his age is an asset.
He's wise.
Yes, he's wise. He has wisdom. He has experience.
First of all, Joe Biden, even when he wasn't a fucking brain dead vegetable, his whole thing was never he's smart. It was always he's a straight talking Scranton boy, and he cuts through all the bullshit. It was never, this guy's a Rhodes Scholar.
And his experience, because of his age and his wisdom, has been invaluable to this country.
A lot of countries, people who've been in...
What the fuck is this guy wearing? What happened? What is that? Why? Why? Why does he... Why? Is that a do-rag or like a washwoman's cloth?
Office a longer period of time are praised for their wisdom.
I have seen a lot of 72-year-olds not as capable as this 80-year-old.
It is wow. I've seen a lot of 70-year-olds not as capable as this 80-year-old. Yeah, not a ringing endorsement because I don't want 70-year-olds in there either. And yes, that includes Trump. I wish we had a younger option this time around. And you say, we did. We had Kamala Harris. No, I mean a real option.
It's hard for us to keep up with this president.
His mental acuity is great. It's fine. It's as good as it's been over the years. He's fine.
That went down. Did you notice that? His mental acuity is good. It's fine. It's as good as it's been in years. It's fine. Okay.
I know all this right-wing propaganda that his mental acuity has declined is wrong.
And this kind of sense that he's not ready for this job is just a bucket of BS that's so deep, your boots will get stuck in.
Well, I guess we had some sticky boots then because, boy, did you guys throw his ass overboard as soon as we all found out how fucked up he was. As soon as we all found out how fucking gone Joe Biden was, you guys sold him down the river. As soon as that debate was out there and we were like, oh my God. What did he say? We defeated Medicare and Social Security? He said that during the debate. Yeah, Taste Fairy Ialto says it's the Vince McMahon and ECW look. Tracy Lynn says he had cancer, allegedly. All right, that doesn't excuse that. I know most people, you'd be like, well, he has cancer. And they're like, oh, my God, I had no idea. I'll back off. No, you still shouldn't wear that. You look ridiculous. Baseball cap, top hat, 10-gallon hat, stovepipe hat, for God's sake. Yeah, it all works out in the end, says beat Yeah, he said we beat Medicaid. No, I'm serious. I'm being serious. And guess what? And by the way, we beat Medicaid. Clopogram with $1 says, I'd like to wish everyone an amazing 2025, and Aaron, I hope when you marry SP in 2025, it brings you joy and happiness and success, and finally show Melton love by making him your best man. I would, but there will be kids at my wedding, and I don't think anyone would feel comfortable in that situation. So that's just unfortunate. Plus, I think he has to leave the house the same way that Gilbert Grape's mom did. And I really don't feel like investing those kind of resources. Like a crane? I got to bring a crane? No thanks. Scooby Jooby Jew says, I think his wife had cancer and he wore it in solidarity with her. I know you're trying to make me feel like shit, but now I feel like I'm so invested in making fun of his headwear that I can't back down. Like I'm in a weird spot, Scooby. So still, find a better way to do it. Find a better. Yeah, see, I want to go with this one. It all works out in the end. Says he got hair plugs and had to hide it. New hair plugs are gross when they are fresh after install. Oh, yeah, because don't they like bleed and they look all puffy and gross like Palpatine's face after he got electrocuted? I think hair plugs look terrible. Tracy Lynn says, no, he had cancer. Well, it doesn't, you still don't get to dress like fucking Rosie the Riveter. It's still, I can't back down from my position. Scooby Jooby Jew says he's still a douchebag. Fuck him, but I think that's why he wore it. Okay. You said it. $100 even from knocking out tonight's goal. Throw us a couple of bucks. Let's do this thing. It's the last goal of the evening shows for 2024. So let's rally up. Everybody throw in your 10s, your 20s, your 5s, whatever. And let's get this taken care of. I want to be done with evening show goals. All right, I got to look up this name that MSO sent me. MSO says Melton is Walter Hudson. Walter Hudson was an American man and the holder of the Guinness World Record for the largest waist circumference at 119 inches around. So MSO says that this is Patrick Melton. That oh no, Patrick. Actually, you know what? You might want to apologize to Walter Hudson. I don't know. He looks a little slimmer. Maybe it's the clothing he's wearing. I'm not really sure. But he actually might be a little slimmer than old Patrick. Oof. Either way, MSO, thank you. That's not going to haunt my dreams at all. This was a sad story. I saw this today, and this made me feel bad. Like, genuinely. I didn't use a credit card at all this year for Christmas shopping. You know, stayed inside of a budget, set a budget for gifts, stayed inside of it. That felt really good because especially as a parent, you feel like this need to like overspend and you feel guilty if you don't. I will say that your kids really don't care. Like, you know, you give your kids good gifts. It really doesn't matter how much you spend. Everybody has that, you know, that story about how you buy a kid an expensive gift and they play with the box. That's not untrue. Like, I got, in my house for Christmas, I get my kids 3 gifts from me and 1 from Santa. Or 2 from me and 2 from Santa. They get 4 gifts each. And, like, honestly, I don't think any one of them was over $50. You know, and they love them. They're just, I mean, they're having a gay old time with all of their stuff. My youngest got a paint set, and they're painting all over, and I'm scrubbing the fuck out of my kitchen table. I got to put plastic down because there were a few spots that were I really had to use some elbow grease to get them out of there. But, like, it's sad when I see this story that record U.S. credit card debt jumped even higher with record Christmas spending. That sucks, man. That really is a shitty part of the holidays for adults because you feel like you have to spend a certain amount. You feel like you have to spend all this money on people. And like they won't like it unless you spend a certain amount. Or like you're not a good gift giver unless you spend a certain amount. One of the gifts I got from SP was a Vikings flag that hangs on a little stick. And I put it in my flower bed. Fucking one of the coolest gifts I got this year. Loved it. I'm sure it didn't cost too much. She also got me a fucking Ninja Foodie oven, air fryer oven thing. I mean, I got her one a few years ago, though. Like 5 years ago, I got her one. Now she got me one. She didn't take hers and give it to me. She just got back and forth. But like, I got her this like neat massage gun with multiple headings. No, not to use it on her pussy. Stop it. But like, you don't have to go crazy. So like when I see that, you know, 60% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck, and then credit card debt, like a year ago reached over $1 trillion. Credit card debt set to hit record levels as consumer holiday spending rises. People are saying that Dave Ramsey must be having a heart attack over all of this. That really sucks, man. You do wish people would live within their means for Christmas, but then also for the Christmas season, people they feel pressured to overgive. And it's too bad, but you know, that's the generosity of the human spirit and the Christmas spirit. You just wish that people didn't go into hock. You know, I remember as a kid, there was 1 year where I wanted when did PlayStation come out? Like 96, 97? I was probably 11. And I wanted a PlayStation for Christmas. And my parents didn't get me one. They got me some cool stuff, but they didn't get me a PlayStation. And they said, they were just like, you know, we didn't have the money this year to get a PlayStation. I'm really sorry. And I remember like they felt really bad that I was bummed that I didn't get a PlayStation. And then after they told me that, like I felt bad that I was being kind of shitty about not getting a PlayStation. And it's like, people aren't going to get mad at you if you don't spend a lot of money on their Christmas gifts. In fact, there's a lot of people that kind of get mad at you if you overspend on their Christmas gifts. So when I read that Americans went like deeper into record-setting hock just to buy their Christmas presents, that really fucking sucks. Especially when so many people are feeling it. Like, I haven't talked to one person in any industry who hasn't said that this year was the worst year that industry has ever had. So, like, people will understand. Von Kaiser says, I got a cribbage board. It's nice. Dude, I have like 3 or 4 cribbage boards. If I got another cribbage board for Christmas, I'd still be fucking happier than a pig in shit if I got one. April's Missing Orgasm says, your parents should have had goals. I tried to tell them. Triple N with a good point. Yeah, Raytheon is killing it. Red Fox Mad, I cannot put your chat on the screen because it has the N-word in it. How did you get to write it on YouTube? That is legit a super chat that Red Fox Mad sent. And it went through. Wow. Okay. $95 away from tonight's goal. Guys, we're $95 away, and it is the final evening show goal of the year. We have 15 minutes to do it. Get generous. We're in the double digits. I'm not missing. I am not missing the final evening show goal of the year. So please throw in your 10s, your 5s, your 20s, your whatevers, and let's see if we can knock it out. I want your opinion on this. A lot of people said that Aaron Rodgers benching himself in yesterday's Jets loss to the Bills was him being a baby and quitting on his team. I don't know if I agree with that. I think it's a veteran quarterback knowing that he's having a shitty day, his team's getting killed, and maybe it's time to make a change. You guys see for yourself. I know a lot of people hate Aaron Rodgers, so that's probably part of this. But I didn't think that this was a crybaby move or anything. I think the guy was getting the shit kicked out of him, and he's like, I really don't think I'm giving us the best chance to win. Maybe you want to take – and Aaron Rodgers is like 41 years old. Maybe he's like, maybe you should take a look at Tyrod, see if he's got what you need next year.
What was the conversation like with Jeff when he took out of the game? What were your thoughts on that?
I mean, it was 33-0. We were sitting there, and I said at some point, probably go to Tyrod here, huh? And then the next play, they threw a screen for a touchdown, so it's 40-0.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of teams have sat their quarterback when they're getting the shit kicked out of them, when they're getting blown out. I don't really see the problem with that. I don't see the issue. I think a lot of people are hard on Aaron Rodgers because he's Aaron Rodgers. He's an easy target. So I think they go at him for that reason. I think if that was any other quarterback in the league, I don't think people would have had a problem. So I think that's a little overblown. Holiday night, and we got over 300 people here. It's down from normal, but it's still respectable. I appreciate it, guys. Hit like, hit subscribe, and throw in a few bucks if you can. And let's hammer out the last $95 of the year. How about that? The last $95 for the evening shows for the year. Help us out with that. And also, Goose Egg in Venmo and PayPal tonight. So let's christen that and help there as well. We started at $160, so we've made about $65 tonight. Let's do it. Let's celebrate. Let's shoot off that last one for 2024. You have no idea how thankful I would be if we do that. I saw this old clip. MMA on Point tweeted this out today. 13 years ago today, Alistair Overeem defeated Brock Lesnar. This was, I think this was after Brock came back from diverticulitis, and he just wasn't the same guy. I want you to tell me, because this is the pre-USADA days. This is the pre-U.S. Anti-Doping Agency drug testing rules for UFC. I want you to tell me if Overeem and Lesnar were subject to the same drug testing that the fighters now are. I just want you to go ahead. Let's just watch.
Brock Lesnar. Alistair Overeem. The winner fights June.
Come on. Come on. These guys were put through the same rigorous testing that all the fighters today have. It's the same exact testing, you guys. It's gotta be. You've gotta be fucking kidding me. Guys, this guy passed all the tests. This guy was totally clean. He was on nothing. So what if he has no neck and his head is the size of a city block and he's got traps like a fucking bus? What? Are you out of your... Are you kidding me?
Your Dos Santos for the
Watch
heavyweight championship.
Watch these guys move around the ring like they're not lumber wagons.
Watch for Brock to come out like a freight train.
And like even Brock, I know he doesn't look as obviously roided out as Overeem, but come on.
Fight scheduled for 5-minute rounds.
Let's go, come on.
Here we go.
Look at Overeem. Get the fuck out of there. He's a tank.
When will Lesnar shoot for the double? Trying to use the jab. Got the leg. And Overeem able to avoid the...
Trying to take down his fucking tree trunk legs. That was comical to me. I was just scrolling through Twitter today, and I was like, oh yeah, Overeem Lesnar. I remember that because Brock lost to Kane. He lost his title to Kane. And then he came back for one more against Overeem. And it's just, I mean, you look, and again, these were the pre-USADA days, and it's just, get the fuck out of here. What was Overeem's? They had a steroid nickname for Overeem. I can't remember what it was. Was it Overroid? It wasn't Overroid. But it was something like that. Not Ubereem. There was a steroid name for him. Alistair famously said he gained that mass by eating horse meat. Yeah, of course. Of course. Triple N says, look at the pictures of Overeem at light heavyweight. Doesn't look like the same speed. Yeah, let's check out Overeem at light heavyweight. Overeem light heavy. First of all, look. Get the fuck out of here. Shut the fuck up. He looks like the black boxer from Ready to Rumble. He looks like Butcher Brown on the right-hand side. Get the fuck out. And then, this is when they made him get off the roids. This picture on the left. They made Overeem get off the steroids, and all of a sudden he looks like your dad. Oh, look, there's Overeem at light heavy. Oh, look, there's him not on steroids. Fucking hell. I saw that today, and it reminded me of the good old days of UFC, and fuck. Sean from Potentially Criminal with $2 says, new year, new polycule. No, I don't think so, Sean. I retired from polycules. Don't look at me like people looked at fucking Joe Louis and were like, is he going to get back in the game? Is he going to make a comeback? No, I'm done. Like, I'm not the Lennox Lewis of, I am the Lennox Lewis of polycules. I got out and I'm not going back. I'm telling you right now. Red Fox Mad gifting a membership. Thank you very much, buddy. Potentially Criminal says, Aaron picked up Nick's hobby of oogling well-built black men. All right. Are you drinking, counselor? Because this sounds like more than good-natured ribbing. This is actually hurting my feelings. Consider my feelings hurt, sir. Now I'm going to stop staring at black men. That's a good way to get me to stop doing shit. Like, if you tell me Nick does it, then I'll go ahead and go, yeah, you know what? No, thank you. I don't do it anymore. So I'm done staring at black men. That I understand how gay of a thing that is to say, but another reason to fucking hate Sean. Come here. Look at me. Look at me. I, Aaron Imholt, will never again look at a black man's physique and comment on how muscly he is. Thank you. Alexa, cancel my tickets to Hedonism 2. Thank you, Sean. You always keep me on the straight and narrow. Couple more thank yous to throw out here. Let's go to $2 from Jacob. He says, there's a character in the new Lord of the Rings called Don Lemonless. Get the fuck out of here. Because he's a light skin who looks like Don but is an elf. I can't believe that's true. Scooby Jooby Jew with $100 says, Happy New Year. Thank you, Scooby.
Uh-oh. Ho!
I'm gonna strangle you half to death!
Thank you very much, Scooby. And there it is for the final time in 2024 on an evening show. Wait a minute. Victor sent me the drop, so I don't have to just say another win for the toe. We got it. Victor's got it in my email. I just got to download it. I got to add my media source. We'll just call this one goal. People love the goal is life. The goal is the toe. And the toe is the goal. Stop. I wasn't fucking ready yet. Pack of monkey shit. Sorry, that was uncalled for. Give me one brief second. And we will
pay that man his money.
Here. We will do this. I need to do two things quick. And then we'll jack it up by 5. And now, $100 from Scooby Jooby Jew. That means the goal has been met. And
pay him. Pay that man his money.
Thank you very, very much. There it is. It took a while. It took some doing. But we got it done. Thank you, Scooby. Scooby Jooby Jew says, but I pay off my credit cards every month. Oh, Von Kaiser says Scooby paid with a credit card. Scooby says, but I pay mine off every month. Attaboy. You know, the next 30 minutes of the show are going to be really awkward now that Sean has passed his edict that I can't ogle black men. Because really all I have after that is Indians talking about shitting in the street. By the way, let's get a jump on our celebration tomorrow. Thanks for hitting the goal. Oh, shit. Come on. There we go. So dumb. I've got like 40 of these for tomorrow. And I think we're going to do like, I think $20 and we're going to just pop these off. And I got, look at what I got for tomorrow. We're just going to have so much fun. I got my hat. This is going to be for tomorrow morning, by the way. I'm with my fucking kids tomorrow. I'm not going to be doing. I got my glasses. I got my chain. I look pretty badass. I look like New Year's Buff Bagwell. I got my chain. I got my noise. That doesn't sound good. We're going to have to do something about that tomorrow. There's a blockage or a cancer in my noisemaker. Oh my God, it's going to smell like farts down here tomorrow. That thing reeks. Who knew that little thing could produce so much stink? Anyway, I'm happy to say that at least looking on camera, I think this looks fantastic, but I can't see a fucking thing. These are so dark. These are red tinted glasses. I don't know why they needed to be red tinted. Like there was no reason for that. Can I wear my regular glasses under these? What a fucking dork. I understand how fucking nerdy this is, by the way. There we go. Yeah. See, I can do both. This is really easy. Thank you, Scooby. Can I wear my headphones? Well, that's going to be a little trickier. Uh-oh. Now I'm hanging my... Uh-oh. The polycule was too much. 2024 was a dead end. I can't. There we go. Oh, fuck. We're going to have a good time tomorrow morning. And before you even ask, no, I cannot drink. I have to pick up the kids tomorrow right after the show. So no beers, no bloodies, nothing. I know it would be fun. It's a New Year's morning show, but I gotta be a responsible dad. No, I'm not big on like. I hate to sound like a prude, but if I have to go anywhere, I'm kind of a not a drop guy. What I should say is if I'm responsible for other people, I'm a not a drop guy. Like, I had 3 beers and a bloody from noon to like 7 o'clock for the Vikings game yesterday at my buddy's house, and I drove after that. But if I had SP in the car or if I was picking up the kids, I really am not a drop kind of a guy. I just don't like the idea of it. There's like something kind of dishonest about telling someone you'll drive them somewhere. And then after you drive, you like get there and then you start having drinks. I don't know. MSO says, I'll have one for you. Well, I mean, shit, have 4 of them. Don't stop yourself on my account. I'm worried that I'm getting old because I'm kind of already planning on, like, we're taking the kids to a hotel for New Year's and, they're going to swim and play games and all kinds of other stuff. And the adults, like, it's kind of a family thing. And, like, all the adults kind of sit at tables, play cribbage, have a couple of beers, whatever. And I don't think I'm going to get a room. I think I'm going to just drive home. I think SP and I will just head back, and then the kids will stay in their grandparents' room. But I feel like such an old man for doing that. Like last year, and I'm not proud of this, but April and I dropped my kids off at the hotel with my parents. We hung out for a little bit, but then we ran off to where, and I fucking drank and did Molly. Did karaoke. Like, it's not, like, just mentioning it, I just really makes me, like, I can talk about the whole thing in the abstract and make fun of it, but I get really, I don't mean to say down on myself because I'm not looking for pity or anything, but, like, I do get, like, kind of, like, disgusted with myself, I guess is the right word, when I talk about, like, specific actions because, like, kids were there, and that's so not okay, and that's so not something that I'm about, and that's not something I do. So the fact that I let myself do that, hey, I can't blame anybody else for that. I can't say like, oh, it was their house, or they gave me this, or they gave me that. Like, I did it. I said, yeah, I could have said no and fucking stayed home. I could have said, this isn't for me. This isn't right. This isn't something you do. And like peer pressure, or like just because a bunch of other people are doing it doesn't make it okay. So, I'd much rather be doing what I'm doing tomorrow than what I did last year at this time. But also, like, the idea of, like, going home before midnight and, like, watching TV and going to bed, it seems so elderly, but it's also kind of what I want to do. I kind of want to go hang out in the afternoon and evening for a while, bullshit, have a couple of beers, play some cribbage, and fucking go home. Like, stay up till midnight, sure. But, like, watch Kings of Tupelo, watch Goliath, shit like that. Watch Vikings clips. Just be fucking old, right? I don't know. Look, the end of this year is a lot better than the end of last year, and that's all you can hope for. It all works out in the end. Says he's only 38. He's old. What the fuck? Taste Fairy Ialto says, well, you are drinking V8 now. See, that's true. Leah says 2025 is a new year. You're done with all that bullshit. Rusty Grammar, hey, man, we all fuck up in life. The fact you bailed and repented is why a lot of us are still here. It's also why in the morning, like, we're shooting, and I don't count Kick and Facebook and all that stuff, but on the 2 main platforms, we're doing over 1,000 people at our peak in the morning. Like, a lot of that is because I was able to pull up before the fucking nose of the plane hit the ground and blew up. Puerto Rican Prostate Puncher says, make sure you drink your warm milk. See, like, I like being honest with you, but I know that I'm going to hear this. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says, Aaron's win is the wedding to SP. Will you have your wedding at the Vikings Stadium, U.S. Bank Stadium? Can you do that? Like, not that I'm getting married right now, but like, oh man. Like, if you guys want me to be responsible and not rush into getting married or anything like that, telling me that I could have a wedding at US Bank Stadium is not the way to get me to be responsible. Hold on a second. Weddings at US Bank. Like, if I can can you rent out the Medtronic Club and do a wedding? Weddings at, oh shit, private events. Create an event like no other with a variety of indoor and outdoor luxury spaces with distinctive decor and stunning views. No. U.S. Bank Stadium is the home of special events, sporting events, concerts by international touring artists, family shows, conventions, general sessions, trade or consumer shows, weddings, and more. Suck my fucking dick. Really? Oh my God. Where can I do weddings? Outdoor I don't give a fuck about outdoor spaces. I want to know about weddings. Premium seating, plan your visit, connect with us, contact private, host an event. Show me where I can have a wedding. Where did it go? I lost it. Host an event, contact private. I'm emailing private events right now. Name, not Aaron April. Jesus Christ. Aaron Imholt. Let's do it here. So none of
Pay
this.
him.
Fuck.
Pay that man his money.
Thank you. Let's do my email. There we go. Desired dates. I do not have a date yet. Seeking answers on wedding possibilities. Desired space club. Suck Up, Polaris, or Medtronic. Estimated attendance. What should we say? 300? 300 for attendance. I was wondering if you do weddings at U.S. Bank Stadium. There we go. Heard about you through usbankstadium.com. There. All right, I'm sending that in. How do I send it? I want to hit send. There's no option to send my shit. Now I'm upset. There's literally no send button. What the hell? Granny loves getting banned, says so you endangered your kids even more so than Melton. Well, look, at my very worst. Ooh. But no, I never talked about the joy I get from talking about what he talks about. So no, not that gross. Miss Tay, but hey, you tried to help your boy out. You tried to pedo guard. That's good. You did try to pedo guard. You can be proud of that. $14.99 for Miss Tay says, sounds like a trap. I repeat, a trap. Well, thank you very much for the $14.99.
And in my club, I will splash the pot whenever the fuck I please. Okay.
Oh man. Let's is this the Corey Adam? No, it's a fake Corey Adam. God damn it. I miss my buddy Corey. Well, he did just call in a little while ago. I guess I shouldn't be too upset. TM Zumach breaking news. SP has just left the state. Damn it. April's missing orgasm says, sure they don't do weddings at the gas station restaurant, Aaron. Place looked nice. It's not a gas station. Red Fox Mad says, weddings at U.S. Bank Stadium. Oh, I'm going to watch that. Corey Adam, $1.99. I probably spend more time with your kids than you do. I mean, every other day, really. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan says, Red Bar New Year's extravaganza started now. Did you get the invite? No, probably because I keep forgetting to send Jules her fucking tank top that I have sitting up in my kitchen right now. I feel like such a failure for so many reasons. So many reasons. All right, let's, I want to watch this U.S. Bank Stadium wedding thing that Red Fox Mad sent over. By the way, thank you guys very much. A fucking big old W to wrap up. And also, you guys are you guys are $30 into tomorrow morning. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and grab that U.S. Bank Stadium weddings thing.
This everlasting love started only 26 short years ago.
Oh, on the field? Jesus, what do you think I am, made of money?
You are my best friend, the love of my life, my soulmate. I will always be there for you and to love you forever.
Promising all the promises.
Oh, he's older. He's got money, I think. I don't think he's a rich. I think he's a rich guy.
That I made 25 years ago.
We might not know what the future holds, but what I do know is that we will face it together. I love you.
I love you then. I love you now. And I will love you for all the days
Now,
of
is that Delta or is that Medtronic? I think that's Delta.
my life.
When two hearts become one.
Dude, no, there is no way they are letting you and your friends get all fucked up on the field at US Bank Stadium. No way in hell they're letting that happen.
It cannot be undone. A promise has been made and cannot be broken or swayed. For this love will last an eternity and not fade.
The fuck is everybody's dressed all? No, you still got to dress nice. It's still a wedding. Come on, I'm as big a Vikings fan as anyone, but let's not have like a total white trash wedding. I gotta say,
And in my club,
God damn it, I have to stop doing that. A wedding at US Bank Stadium looks a lot poorer than I thought it was. Than I thought it would. Aaron Immelt with 199. Oh boy, we must have triggered them tonight. What happened? We hit the goal and they got mad. Someone, Aaron Immelt. I'm always dumping my fatherless kids with others. Yeah, I know. Letting them spend time with their grandparents on New Year's is fucking awful. It's really terrible. What happened? What did I do to upset you guys now? You know what I heard, by the way? My inside sources told me that Sketty Tooth John, the guy or girl who sent all that butter, like we thought it was really cool, the $45 worth of butter they sent us. Apparently they were getting fucking mad in some Discord room because I liked the butter gift. It's like these people are the fucking worst at their job. It's like, it's funny. It was a funny bit. You sent us a bunch of butter. I've got it in my freezer. I don't have to buy butter for fucking ever now. It's great, and I really appreciate it. And then you guys get mad. Like, that's like all these guys. Like, it doesn't work. We're happy. We're having a great time. And then they come in, and they're like, I'm going to say way too personal shit and get really fucking crazy and mental. And it's like, we're just going to laugh at you, and you're going to look stupid. And then you're going to somehow get mad at me because I didn't get mad at you. Like, they got mad because I didn't get mad about the butter thing. I loved the butter thing. As a matter of fact, thank you, Sketty Tooth John, for being an amazing fan and supporter of Steel Toe. We're adding that $45 worth of butter to the goal tomorrow morning. And like, they're going to be upset about that now, too. And it's like, guys, have as much fun as we're having, and then maybe you'd be better at this. And maybe don't support pedophiles. $2 from the Grand Poobah says, does it get more white trash than a Vegas wedding? Juno Gardens at Caesars. I wish we would have done it a little more white trash if I would have known the annual return. What, did we even make it to 3 years? We had, 2021... Yeah, we didn't make it to August 2024. We 2.5-year marriage. Nice. Nice. Red Fox Mad with $4.99 says a different wedding at US Bank Stadium. Now, Sketty Tooth John says your sources lie. All right, you're going to have to tell me who it was then because they're saying it was you. They DM'd me on Twitter and they said the person who bought all that butter was Sketty Tooth John, and they were fucking pissed that you loved the butter and you thought it was a great bit and that you called them a fan. I'm sorry. That's the DM I got. You can't blame me for my sources. If that upset you, I apologize. I did not mean to slander or upset you. But I did think it was great. If you got the butter, I'd like to thank you personally. Next time you do something like that, leave your name on it. I'd like to give you some credit. I thought it was clever and really generous too. And I make a lot of popcorn. So, fire it up. Red Fox Mad, different wedding at US Bank Stadium. This is probably not good that I'm looking up weddings, but fuck it, right? Jenna and Joe, wedding at US Bank Stadium. Okay. Nice tux, bro. Even for weddings, though, bow ties, gay. You've got the fucking stadium to yourself. You're just walking around by Polaris Club and all this shit. This is fucking cool. You know how much the bride would fucking hate this, though? Like, this is such a thing you do because your husband's a mark for the Vikings, like me. This is such a thing you do because you're like no woman, most women pretend to like football so they can hang out with their husband. Like, women don't really like football. They like the aesthetic of liking football. They get to wear, football clothes and, glittery jerseys. They don't actually like the sport. Women who are like, oh, I really love football. You can't talk to them about like a AA gap blitz or like, should we be in cover 2 right now on 3rd and 17? Like they don't know what the fuck you're talking about. They like the aesthetic of being a football fan. So like, this is something you do to totally placate the husband, which that would make me feel bad. Thank you guys for not commenting on what we all see. Oh, never. You know what? Yeah, don't just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Can you show us the fucking wedding? We get it. You're white and you take pictures. Why'd Amy Schumer get married at US Bank Stadium? What's her connection to the Vikings? Where's the fucking reception? Show us the cool, fun parts. Oh, there they are on the field. That's very sweet. He's running. Of course, on his wedding day in his tux, he still had to run for a touchdown. You fucking infant. I think that's Medtronic Club. I've walked by there drunkenly, trying to find the exits from Polaris. See, now the last wedding was too chill. This one looks a little too white. Like these guys, like this doesn't need to be part of your wedding. This actually looks like 2 guests that just obnoxiously brought acoustic guitars. Yep, that is Medtronic Club. I knew it. I'd know Medtronic Club from anywhere. PPP Ashton from Keno Casino. Not the real Ashton, but still.
Oh, buddy!
What? You are felted, buddy. Marriage? Really? No, I wanted to know if you could get married at US Bank Stadium. And it turns out you can. Sam Show says the music is also sad. I mean, see, now, did you guys have to... I just went into the chat now. Did you guys really have to make all the fat jokes? I told you not to. I told you not. Getting married at a football stadium is gay. Yeah, like the aesthetic of it looks really bad. I don't like it nearly as much as I thought I would. Fuck you, we're commenting a lot about it. Yeah. Chunker butt. It does look like a depressing place to get married. RP Jesus says, don't give me that shit. You would be running for a touchdown also, you infant. I mean, yeah, I would. But I'd still make fun of that guy. You know what? I would do it too, and I would expect someone in my position to make fun of me for doing that also. Atomic Ray says the music foreshadows the prenup. Puerto Rican Prostate Puncher says that's losing the foreskin for the second time music. Hey, so you know, I told you guys that story this morning about how I thought I had taken April off the dental and vision insurance and how I accidentally removed myself from it like 4 or 5 months ago. So it turns out that I didn't. I still had all of my coverages and that I did call to remove her from it and they never did. So when I called today to put myself back on, they're like, no, you're active. You're good to go. You're all set up. And they went back and they looked at like email histories and customer service histories and they go, oh, you did try to remove coverage. We never did it. And so they refunded me for like 6 months of coverage. I thought that was really nice of them. Shit like customer service shit like that, where they do stuff and you don't even ask for it. They just do it because it's the right thing to do. What some companies don't understand is that will keep that person a customer of that service forever. That's actually a money-making move. Like, you can penny pinch and keep that 6 months worth of shit, and someone might bolt on you the next year. But when you spend, and dental and vision is not that much. It's like $40-50 a month. You give someone a couple $100 in a refund and a cancellation, and like they'll be like, wow, that was really nice of them. I'll stay with this place forever. Rust Belt says that will keep the CEO alive. Yeah, see? Rusty Grammar says I got married at the Grands at Mulligan's. That place is pretty nice, actually. Log Lodge side like an adult. No idea how I got home, but she was in our bed next to me when I woke up. Hey, attaboy. Nice work. That's a plus. Puerto Rican prostate puncher says you had your fans send them death threats. No, I didn't. I did not have my fans send Delta Dental death threats. God damn it. I love you guys. We do have that story about the guy in Montana who poured whiskey into the holy water during their Christmas Eve service. That guy, why is that guy in trouble? Please explain to me what he did wrong. Tried to make church better. Wow, what a dick. We've also got a couple of clips we can take a look at as well before we get out of here. I do want to say thank you guys very, very much for being so cool this year. If you're just an evening show person, thank you a ton for hanging out with us this year, especially as, we went up and down and up and down and up and down and, went through the trials and tribulations that were 2024. Thank you for sticking it out with us. Thank you for contributing to the show. If it's just likes or watch minutes or watch hours or, subscribing to the channel, which we encourage you to do all of those things. We really do appreciate it. You guys are fantastic. And hopefully, 2025 is already looking way better than 2024. And 2024 ended on a high note. So thank you guys very much. We had record viewership in 2024, which is a great thing to build on going into next year. Thank you so much for everything you do for this program. Leah says, evening show chat greater than morning show chat. I'll let them know you guys said that tomorrow. And be sure to join us tomorrow morning. Wake up and, hang out. We've got all our New Year's decor and all of our New Year's costume shit that we're going to be wearing. We're going to be setting off the poppers. We're going to have a glitter gang for tomorrow. Oh, it's going to get so gay, dude. You're going to love it. It's going to be your new favorite thing, I promise. The New Year's Eve day show. Vidam with $5 says, I got married at St. Augustine's Catholic Church in St. Cloud. That's when I would come hang out with my cousins and my grandma. That's where we would go to church on Easter and Christmas. St. Augs in St. Cloud, Minnesota, and had our wedding reception at the St. Cloud Country Club in St. Cloud, Minnesota. Ooh, fancy note. Fancy note. MSO says the years usually do end on a high note. Well, I guess last year ended on a high note also. You guys just didn't know at the time. Puerto Rican prostate puncher says, I got married at the Holocaust Museum. It was a gas. It's not okay. Rusty Grammar says, I enjoy both shows. Johnny is a huge asset, but you rock it solo too. Thanks, buddy. Numero Uno Josh Denny fan says Scars Club money. Josh Denny, Numero Uno Josh Denny fan, last time I checked, I think I still have a renewing Scars Club membership from years and years ago. I think it's like $10 a month, right? Pretty sure. Numero Uno Josh MSO says couple $100 for multiple months. Be lucky you don't live in New York. This is just dental and vision. Dental and vision to cover April, myself, and the 3 kids was $200 a month. That's not health. That's dental and vision. I think health is like $300 a month for just me. Is it? No, I think it's more than that. I think it's almost 3 for the kids. But yeah, health is like closer to 900 for myself and the 3 kids every single month. So nice. Shelling out almost $1,000 a month for something you hardly use, just in case you break something. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan says, Aaron, if you are giving money to Chad fucking Zubak but aren't Scars anymore, that is a big problem. No, I think I'm still Scars. I think if I log in, I'm still Scars. Well, maybe not, because I opened a different account, a different checking account after I got robbed. But yeah, I'm a member to Chad Zumach's channel. I will admit that. I find Chad entertaining. He finds me entertaining too. He just can't admit it. He's too much. That's that tough guy image. Numero uno says, I will send Scars money if you sign up right now and tune in after the show. Well, here, let's go to redbarradio.net. Let me sign in. Where's my... There we go. Scars Club. Log in. Yeah, I'm still good. Perfect. Latest editions, Red Bar Season 22, Episode 2, Episode 1. So yeah, I've got all the Scars Club stuff here. Let me click on it. Oops, clicked on the wrong one. There we go. Yeah. Episode 2, right?
And if you're in my way, there's nothing.
Literally a retarded retard, in which case
That's
they're
my
like,
issue.
They're like, this guy's like us. And I'm gonna
So
go
you could say retarded retard on this episode, but not on the newest one?
Yeah, I'm still good for Scars, I believe. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan says the show is live. Check in and say hi after you wrap up. Will he see me in the chat? All right. I'll go say hi to Mike David, old Mikey D of Red Bar. MSO says, then when you need it, they deny you and shoot the CEO in the back. Well, yeah, that's part of health insurance too now, I guess, as well. Deutsch Chad says, we're not looking at felony drug charges. 2025 will be good. Yes. Vadam says, you used to listen to Red Bar all the time. I remember you talking about it on the show a lot. I did, and then he got sick and he took a break, and then I just never came back. But apparently I kept my Scars Club. But yeah, he got sick, and he had to take time off, and then by the time he came back, I just wasn't there. I just didn't come back to old Red Bar. Happy New Year to everyone saying Happy New Year in the chat. I appreciate that. My Lost Interest says tax tip, buy a 4K camera to reduce your profits and pay less taxes. Yeah, I don't have, not a lot of profits this year. And I think once we add the, well, I don't want to give too many tax tips of the trades away for having a corporation, but the rent, the house rent and all the other stuff that's part of it, I don't think we'll have... I'll check it out. He says, buy a 4K camera. First of all, the camera is next anyway. So I would say the camera is... that's on the way, regardless of what the numbers look like. Don't you worry about that. Just a matter of getting off my lazy ass, if you will. All right, here we go. I'm all set up. I'm going to say hi to Jules real quick in the chat. Hi, Jules. Your Stonies tank top is being mailed out tomorrow. Sorry for forgetting. There we go. There. Uh-oh. Now I'm not logged in. What the fuck? All right, numero uno. I'll check it out after the show's over here. So yes, it all works out in the end. Says the space you use to do the show can be tax deductible. Yes. Yes. I don't like to talk too much about how I do like corporate tax shit versus personal, tax shit. Well, not like corporate tax shit. You just have to report. You have to file your balance sheet and all that with federal and state people, and then you do your personal, the whole deal. I don't like to talk too much about it because, if you misspeak, people be like, oh, do I want to play this Indian clip real quick, or do we want to? I think I want to save it. Nah, let's do it now. We got 3 minutes left. This might be perfect. So there was a TED Talk on just how much Indians shit in public. This Indian woman just did a TED Talk on the topic. Like, yeah, that's just what we do. This was fucking weird. I did not know this. I thought the street shitting stuff was like trash talk. Apparently, not as hyperbolic as we thought.
Represents all of the open defecation that happens in the world.
Oh, yeah, they don't call it street shitting. They call it open defecation, shitting in the street.
This is the fraction that happens in India. And
so look, this whole chart is the open defecation in the world. So India shits in public, and open defecation is a nice way of saying shitting outside in public in front of people. So shitting in public outside in front of people. If this whole pie chart is the total number of people who shit in public, India occupies the majority of it compared to the rest of the world. But don't worry, they're sending their best through the H-1B visa program.
This is the fraction that happens only in rural India.
Okay, but still, like that sliver of urban, that means in busy cities of all the shitting in public that's going on in the world, they're still occupying a decent chunk.
65% of rural Indians defecate in the open.
Go back one more time.
Only in rural India. 65% of rural Indians defecate in the open.
65%. Imagine if 65% of the farmers where you're from just all shit wherever they wanted to. Yay!
So what that means is that most of the open defecation that happens in the world happens in rural India, and most rural Indians defecate in the open.
You know what we should do is hurry as fast as we can to immigrate as many as we can here immediately.
Every day, 500 million people in villages in India go in the fields rather than use a toilet or a latrine.
Shit in the food supply. Yay!
That's bigger than the population of the United States.
Right. Vivek and Elon are right. The rest of us are retarded dum-dum heads. We don't know what the fuck we're talking about. They're the sharp ones. Deutsch Chad says, Sam Show says India is a literal shithole. Deutsch Chad said there was a dude that was murdered because he was trying to pay for people to use a public restroom. Yeah, they like it this way. Atomic Ray says my tomato plants like it when I take my pants off. Numero uno, Josh Denny fan says, FYI, there is a moratorium on clips for this episode. Oh, Red Bar's not letting anyone clip this episode? Holy shit, it must be serious. There must be some next level shit going down on Red Bar tonight. All right, well, go get your Scars Club and go check it out. All right, guys, take it easy. I will talk to you tomorrow morning. We'll put on all our New Year's stuff. We'll have the gayest fucking day. We'll send the show out for 2024 in style. Don't you worry. Have a great rest of your evening. Thank you so much for your generosity. Talk to you again very soon.